Rolling These 20s presents Philly by Night. Starring Liz as the La Sombra Dr. Aretza Ser. Ivana as the Bruja Serenity. Mikey Mike as the Caitiff Delroy Lindo. Lonzo Gonzo as the Ravnos Oscar de Leon Ponce. And our weaver of disquietude and terror, the Prince.
And your weaver of disquietude and terror, the Prince, is here with the rest of the crew of Rolling These 20s. Good evening and welcome to Philly by Night.
Hey.
So, we're back with our second episode of Season 2, episode 12 of Philly by Night. And in case you missed last episode, we took our crew through a bit of a harrowing intro journey to a new season, I would say. There are some things that happened, and we're going to have a little recap. Anybody want to do the honors? First, let's introduce ourselves. I know we just talked a little bit in the intro, but let's say Ivy. Introduce yourself, your character, and your pronouns, please.
I am Ivy. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Serenity Sanchez, the Bruja who uses she, her pronouns.
Excellent. Liz.
Hey, I'm Liz. I play Ari, Dr. Aretza Ser. Both of us use she, her pronouns. La Sombra, getting real frustrated. She can't listen to Spotify.
Mikey Mike.
I'm Mikey Mike. I'm playing Baron Delroy Lindo, Caitiff Bodega owner, who's getting mad, frustrated about a lot of things right now.
And Lonzo.
Hi, I'm Lonzo Gonzo. I will be playing Oscar de Leon Ponce, Ravnos, pronouns he, him.
Excellent. So, Serenity, how about you bring us back through some of the high points of last episode?
Allow me to flip through my notes. Okay, so from the top, over the past few months, Philly's murder rate is at an all-time high. Things have been very dangerous. We started with, what did we start with? Liz talked to somebody in a line to a blood bank that's probably run by, we call him Dracula. We don't know if that's actually Dracula.
If Dracula's just chilling in Philly, I'm going to be so excited.
That would be pretty cool if he actually...
He's just going through the Thai market with the ATVs. He's got that quad.
Yeah, massacre Moimus thing has happened a couple months ago. Everything is not fine, but we're working on it. I hang out with Anita for a little bit, and then we cut over to Delroy, who meets Oscar, our apparently Ravnos friend. We don't know that, but that's out of character knowledge, not in character knowledge. And then we get, as we all meet back up, we get approached by Damien, the sheriff of the Camarilla, who looks like a teenager, and I don't like it. Looks way too and then he had a talk with Al, who's been missing for 2 weeks. Things got a little heated in that conversation, because he wanted our help to find Tyreek, even though we didn't have any idea where Tyreek was or anything, and if he wanted to help. We all try to discuss what
He also came through really hot. He attacked Delroy basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
On the fence about this dude.
On the fence, yeah, definitely. So after that, Oscar kind of takes his leave. Al comes back. Al is very upset. very ready to like kill Ari because Ari admits to everybody that she helped string Kyrie kidnapping a kindred.
I said that might have been my fault. Nobody ever asked me to elaborate, so
Well, that's the thing. We cut that's the thing. The conversation was getting too heated before we all decided let's give Al a second. Al saw the flesh monster, and looking for his brother. Doesn't want us to give secrets from him, and then needs to be locked into his apartment for the night and for the day.
D.
Sorry.
I locked Al up. He has to be locked up, mind you.
Yeah, he has to be. So then we cut to Oscar, who apparently is being asked to spy on us by his sire because his sire wants to get in good with the cam. Out of character knowledge, not in character knowledge. I'm just recapping. the way Lazo just shakes his head. And so I would get to a text from Sierra. I don't answer it because I need to process a lot of things about that first. Al doesn't sound like he's in his apartment. We go check. He's in his apartment, chest torn open and staked. He did it to himself. And then while we're trying to figure out what to do with that, Oscar shows back up, odds Al, uses the power off, and tries to get up there. And I believe the last thing that happened was Delroy taking him downstairs, saying, I'll tell you what you can do with your help once we get downstairs. And that's where we left off. Favorite line ever. I need that in fancy font. Someone make that for me.
Excellent. That is a pretty damn good recap. One thing that got left out that may be important or may not. The Nosferatu expelled all non-Nos and non-Camarilla from the subway tunnels. Their home.
Gotcha. I forgot. I knew that
No
we were
worries.
going to expel.
No worries. That is just it may be important and it may not be. But yes, that would bring us back to our current situation. And I believe that left us with you all figuring out what to do with Al, who is currently staked on your on the floor of an apartment room, and Delroy dealing with Oscar, who made his way up into a situation that he probably was not supposed to be a part of, but well, Oscar's a curious fellow, and Ed is not quite a super defender ghoul. So, we'll start with Oscar and Delroy. This actually makes my job easier. Y'all can just go.
Yeah, I guess Oscar. I think Delroy's probably walking behind you and like gently guiding you down the stairs back into the bodega. And hopefully you're just going without pushing back too much.
Nah, I'll be like, hey, your cat said it was okay to come upstairs. Cat said it was
Here's
fine.
the thing. Here's the thing. You know what you did, right?
Oh yeah.
You know what you did.
Just take control of my ghoul like this. This is Ed. He's like kin to me. You don't do that. That's a sign of disrespect as far as I'm concerned. You
I
understand?
apologize. However, I mean, I did hear screams and sounded like a big, huge happening upstairs, and I thought help could be needed. And I figured, you helped me out yesterday. You hooked me up with some blood, and the least I could do to return a proper favor is to
What favor?
offer.
You paid me. I gave you the blood. The way I've been able to get by. Well, I've been trying to. I was able to do it for so long. Is I don't involve myself in things that are none of my business. It's a motto I've been trying to live by. But now that you're in it, you're in it. So I will say to you, Ed's off limits from here on out. Agreed?
Understandable.
Now, what exactly did you see when you were upstairs?
I saw Serenity come with some sort of bucket or something, and I saw someone on the floor. I don't know who, and there's I guess you folk were just hovering over the body. I mean, what the hell's happening up there? I mean, I heard noises, sounding like some crashing, some banging, some screaming. What the hell's happening
Well,
over here? Should I be concerned?
no. I mean, in due time, I may tell you what's going on or I may not. But for now, you know what you know, and I think that's enough. Now, you came upstairs because you heard all this noise, but why'd you come back to the bodega in the first place? You couldn't have run out of blood that quickly.
No, but we're supposed to play checkers again. I got my game all set up out in the front for you. Ed and I were playing when we heard this whole clatter upstairs.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know you. I don't really trust you. But if you say you want to help and you've seen some things, I'll have to think about it. Why don't you set up this chessboard? And let me go talk to the others, and I'll be down in a minute.
All right. Well, if you need a hand, you and your cat know where to find me.
Oh yeah, we'll find you. I'll be back in a second.
All right.
What's Ed doing?
Ed is looking a little confused, but trying to not catch your eye because he feels a little ashamed that he kind of fell for this trick. And he's just kind of cleaning up the shop, but he's not really cleaning. He's just kind of sweeping in the same spot.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to Ed and say, Ed, come here. It's not your fault. You're good. You're a good kid, and I always trust you. Just keep an eye on him, but don't talk to him. You understand?
I tried to stop him. It was so weird. It was so weird. It felt so weird. Like I trusted him, but now I don't feel like I trust him.
I know. No, it's not your fault. Something he did, but it shouldn't happen again. So you don't have to worry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know I wasn't supposed to let him upstairs.
No, it's all right. Now just sit behind the counter, keep an eye on him, and I'll be back down in a second.
Are you gonna play checkers with him?
Yeah, and I'm gonna beat him too.
Okay. Beat him good. Beat him good.
All right, Ed, be right back. And I'm gonna go catch up with Ari and Serenity.
At this point, I'm remembering my instructions from before. I start trying to gently saw the steak smaller, not completely, still protruding, but not as big. If I remember, those are my instructions, correct?
Yeah, we were cutting down a new piece of wood and stabbing him again with something a little more reasonable.
Yeah, you're going to use an actual steak.
Basically. And
Instead
I think I'm
of,
strong enough to do that, to whittle it well, hopefully.
Oh yeah, so if you found a saw, we'll have a roll for that. Let's say, of course, you gotta have a deft hand here. You can't just go in with the saw to a piece of blade that is sticking out of someone's heart.
He's gonna wake up and it's gonna be a fucking brawl.
Well, we're making the steak outside of him, right? Or are we trying to? That's the thing. Am I trying to cut it down while it's still in him, or am I trying to make a new one?
I would not move anything in his chest.
This is up to you.
I'm making a new one. I'm making
Go
a new one.
grab a wooden spoon out of the kitchen and let's sharpen that sucker, and then we'll stab him again.
Okay.
So you're gonna try to do like
Based
Indiana
on-
Jones. You're gonna try and
Based on how big the chunk is that is in his chest and looking around the room, it took something large to fit in it.
Okay, I have a few. Ari, I
So
don't
go
think
get a chair leg.
Okay, I go get a chair leg and I do the thingy.
Cut it
So you
down.
cut a chair leg, saw it in, and then you take it to his chest. Does it?
Pretty much.
And you're just jabbing it in between everything else that's there, right?
Yes, we're not taking out what's already in there in case I fuck it up.
Cool. Done. Not gonna have to. You don't have to roll for that.
Okay. Whew.
Don't have to roll for that.
But what are we trying to do? Like, we're trying to make it so there's
No.
not something just sticking out of him?
There has to be something sticking out of him because it has to be big enough to hold him.
Y'all were planning on moving Al. This
That's
is
true.
what happened. Y'all were planning on moving Al. You
Yeah, that
didn't
was
want
the
a
case.
giant piece of metal and wood sticking out of his chest. So you're going to
Right.
try to cut it down so it'd be less noticeable, especially since he has a giant gaping wound in his chest, where he basically cut through his own chest in order to get a stake in there.
So, okay, I'm just wondering how having a chair leg sticking out of his chest now is going to make that easier.
Well, it's not as big.
Yeah, no, I'm imagining we cut the chair leg down like to
I can see it now.
be able to
Okay.
fit under, if not a shirt, then at least like not look like he's walking around crazy.
Okay, I can see it now. Okay.
So what's the plan here? You got a chair leg now in his chest, along with a piece of like 2x4 and a piece of metal that kind of got ripped off that is just kind of jabbed in his chest.
So he looks like the worst porcupine right now, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Okay. Does the chair leg look like it was placed in an appropriate spot? So if we yank this thing out, he's not going to wake up and choke whoever's closest to death.
If you try to pull anything else out of his chest while you stick this other thing in his chest, you will have to make a roll.
Oh no! Stab the one in there. He's a big dude. It'll be fine. And then pop the other one out.
Correct.
I'm not trying to Indiana Jones, like, switch them.
So you're leaving all of this in his chest.
For the moment, until I
Okay,
know that
cool.
pulling
Excellent.
something out, until I know that the new one is safe.
As far as you can tell, looking at it, and your medical experience, I'm not going to make you have an extra roll in it. It is in its heart.
Okay. Dope.
So is it? So the question would be then: is it safe to pull the other two out? Can we differentiate that?
You can look at it and tell that you could try, but the thing that you have to deal with is the fact that this is all in a relatively small place. It is in his heart. So if you take something out, something else might move.
Gotcha. Never mind. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We're just gonna have to stick him in a body bag and hope to God no one notices.
Also,
Well, we can-
Big Al is big. Big Al weighs about 350 pounds. He's a very large man.
Okay, hold up. Anita or somebody has got to be able to have an ambulance on speed dial and be like, hey, you need to pick up this body. Somebody's got to have that speed dial.
I mean, didn't we say we were gonna get a hold of Sarah, have her bring the car around,
Correct.
and I would just
Right, but like are
creepy
we doing
arms him down to the car.
Well, we're not doing it out front, are we?
No, in the back.
Okay, good.
Well,
people can still...
Here's the thing.
Creepy arms.
Here's the thing. You're talking about a bodega in Philadelphia. You go around the back.
Oh,
You
that's
still have to
true.
get out to the street. It's not like a car is going to park around back. There's just an alleyway.
I thought I had the what's it called? Is it Haven or Postern? Your Haven
Well,
has
we're
a
in-
rear exit, secret tunnel.
Yes. You
So
still
we
have
can
that.
get him out. We just can't get him to the car. The car can't get back there.
Correct.
The area is not secret. I see.
The area where you come out is not a secret. The tunnel to get out of your place is the secret. That is not known.
So what's the back of our bodega, like an alley?
Mm-hmm.
So basically what we're going to have... I just say we call Anita and be like, hey, can you get like a mortician over here?
I mean, We could weekends at Bernie this and just carry him out on our shoulders like he drunk.
I mean, I might also have like boxes that are big enough. Like, I got like big old refrigerators for storing blood in the basement. So why don't we just put them in? Try cover them up in one of
giant
these
freezer.
in the freezer box or something like that.
Why would you have a
put Al in
freezer
the
box?
freezer?
I mean, actually, that would probably work.
I mean, it would, but
He's the size of a goddamn refrigerator. Like, put him.
Yeah, picture an NFL offensive lineman. That's what you're looking at with Al.
I say that's what we're gonna have to do. I'm assuming that I'm up in the room with you guys now.
Yeah,
saying,
for sure.
Like, this is what we need to do.
boy.
I'm gonna get Ed to bring up. I'm gonna go downstairs and get this box. We'll put him in the box. We'll take him outside.
Okay.
Sarah will meet us out back. I think that'll work.
She can't get out back. That's the thing we're talking about. The
What do you
little
mean?
box out front because car can't get in the alleyway.
Yes, if you're
My
familiar with
bad.
Philly places, like they're just like little people-sized walk spaces, basically
Okay.
where
If
they
anything,
go
we would-
to electrical lines.
I was
behind
imagining
houses.
a Chicago-style alleyway.
No.
It's very different.
So
I
Okay.
like how we
here's-
have various alleyway references.
Okay,
Oh.
here's the plan. Here's the plan. We put Al in the box. We hey box out front, pretend it's a shipment or something. Give it to Sarah. She takes it to Ari's. How about that?
All right. Now, before we do this, I just want to make sure I have the logistics of this right. You want to put 50-pound man cardboard box. Then you want to move that box with 350-pound man.
Not a cardboard box. We'll have to use the fridge box.
No, it's still cardboard.
It's still cardboard.
Still cardboard.
Oh, it's cardboard. Oh, I misunderstood.
I'm just imagining. I don't know how much refrigerators weigh, but I imagine that they weigh a couple 100 pounds.
They are so. If you ever took a refrigerator out of the box, I've done this a few times. They're shaped just like the refrigerator, so that they sit in the box just as a cover more than like handling the weight of the refrigerator. It's just so that the whole thing is balanced.
Well, then
But
we
if you put a
need-
person in that, it's not going to have the same balance because it's not shaped like a person. But you can try it. You can put it in there and stuff them, and just the world is your oyster. I'm just saying, how you want to do this? So logistically, I want to know how you plan to make this work.
Well, then no, it doesn't make sense. So I'm not doing it anyway.
What kind of contacts do you have down at the pier? Could we get a small, like, pallet of something, wooden box of something, container of something?
What does my blood
Or-
come in as well? Would my blood come in giant refrigerator units of some sort?
Absolutely not. Your blood would come into small frozen crates, like with dry ice.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Even in bulk like that? Okay.
Look, I'm just saying.
Could I roll like a Streetwise or Black Market or something like that to
I mean,
Absolutely. If you have some expertise in that, I'm down, and we can call in a contact maybe at the docks, and
Yeah,
maybe you'll get some help.
I think Ari has a good idea. I think we should go that way.
I mean, we could always take them apart and I'll put them back together at my house.
No.
It's good to have a plan
Sorry.
B, Doc. It's good to have a plan B.
Wow.
I'm just gonna be right now. I'm just gonna sit next to Al and like gently stroke his head. Like,
Oh yeah,
Sorry, but-
can he hear us?
I don't know. I've never
Have-
been in torpor.
I was just to say, have any of you ever been in torpor?
No.
Not that I know of.
Then you don't know. Then you don't know.
But he may have heard that, Doc.
Heard that.
I just,
Um,
I'm
good
just
at this,
gently
like-
like patting his head. Like, I'm sorry, bud. Sorry.
I'm gonna rack my brain, or Delroy's rubbing through his phone for his contacts down at the docks. And can I roll my Streetwise with what? A social thing or mental thing?
Let's see.
Okay.
Do you
Is it
have-
usually Woodson Streetwise whenever that roll comes out? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I defer to the storyteller.
Are you trying to call in you're trying to call in a favor, basically?
I guess so. I guess I'm trying to see who I know down at the docks who would either owe me
Yeah.
a favor or I know I could get them to bring me something that I need.
So
Like,
I would say, give me a streetwise with your black market. So that'd be a +1. So you can just hit a +1 on your mod thing, and charisma.
charisma.
We'll make this a fairly 50-50 go.
We'll do it to our cut song because he's set. So I
One
failed.
short. One short.
I'll do some willpower,
And a willpower then.
and I roll the 3 blank ones, right?
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah. So you make a call down to one of your go-to contacts down at the docks, and they're like, yeah, sure, Delroy, you just need a big crate.
A big crate, something that can handle, I don't know,
250.
something for 350-pound something.
Fridge.
And conventional weight, or is it a imbalanced weight? Like,
It's imbalanced.
do you need like something to stuff it in so the whatever you're putting in there is not moving around? I'm not gonna ask you what it is.
I need to make sure that it'll hold, that what's in there won't move around, and that it won't be seen, and that it won't break.
Gotcha. We'll stuff it with like it'll be fine.
Okay.
Do you need us to bring it to you?
I would say yes, and as fast as you can would be the best.
All right, I have a driver coming your way. See you soon, I guess.
All right, I'll be outside. You'll see me.
And this is not far from you, but it will take a few minutes, maybe a half hour or so, just to get a proper crate and get it prepared. So what will you do in the meantime?
Well, I think this is a great time to start talking about this dude that's outside my bodega right now. What do you guys think about this guy?
I don't like that his first he didn't like his first instinct was, oh, I'm gonna awe the ghoul and get upstairs. Like, I don't. Well, look, like I understand like being concerned, but like he could have just called up here, been like, hey, you need help or something. He could have been more subtle. Like, sweet Jesus.
That's true. There is something to be said about subtlety. Though in our defense, we weren't exactly subtle getting him out of here either.
It's true.
No, we're not.
And if he's here, I think he's trying to ingratiate himself in some way.
That would be my guess. Sadly, we are, known.
Yep. Look, I say we find out what it is. What did he want? Anyway, what is his...
He said he came to play a game of checkers.
Metaphorically or actually?
Both
both.
Probably both. I think he wants in. I don't know how much I trust him, because we don't know him at all.
And the last time that happened, that didn't work out too good.
But if he's around, I say we keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
See what he can do.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he could be like, I don't know, good for use. I don't know. That I hate saying that, but
Maybe it can be helpful. I think that's
helpful.
What you mean,
yeah, that's pretty much what I mean. Like, hey, who knows? Maybe you can help us out with some shit. I don't know, but I don't. I say we need to be careful because that's not going to end well if we're not careful.
For sure. With Big Al out of commission, though, it might be nice to have an extra pair of hands around. What do you think, Doc?
I mean, he seems persistent, and I'd rather have somebody persistent where I can keep an eye on them, honestly.
Yeah.
We also have enough enemies who are in the shadows and unknown. Nice to have
Yeah.
one in hand
One
reach.
one in grabbing distance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, trust me. I'm not with him. I'm not afraid to put a knife in him.
Damn. Oscar, you make quite the impression, sir.
Well, it's settled. Let's go. Should we wait down?
Oh.
I'll go wait downstairs with him and wait for these guys to show up. Or
Right.
should we just all go and chat with them?
I say we all go. Well, one of us should be by the stair. Well, I want to talk to this guy, get to know him more. But
Yeah, go down. I'll stay up here. Honestly, call it to the doctor and me. I'm a little curious about the body.
hey,
Don't
just
play
don't.
around with it too much.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay.
I'm just
That's
gonna look.
hey, I get it. Your science mind is very like.
Yeah, no, it's how
No,
I cope
get
with
it.
things that
I
are
do.
terrible.
Just be careful. Promise me you'll be careful about it.
I'm not. I promise I will not touch anything.
Okay, good. And I go downstairs. And I also go make Ed that hot chocolate I promised him.
I'm gonna give Al a pat on the way out and follow after Serenity.
Phenomenal. So y'all make your way downstairs. And Oscar, what are you doing?
Just here, have the board all set up. Just waiting. As I was told to do. I'll look at the bodega every once in a while. See if anything's changed.
Ed makes eye contact with you periodically throughout the windows and then kind of like hides away.
Ed, you kind of missed a spot over there. Just to let you know.
I'ma kill him if he
He's-
if
He kind of like
kill
he
him.
looks at you and he kind of like snarls and looks
I'm
away.
just messing with you, Ed. I'm just messing with you. I know.
As soon I come downstairs with the hot chocolate. Here you go, bud.
Thanks. Thank you, Serenity. I appreciate it. You about
It's
to go?
a lot. That
You
was
about to go
yeah.
talk to that guy?
Yeah. Also, do you need me to explain what happened?
No, I'm pretty sure he used a power of some sort.
He did, but do you want to know what the power is? So you know.
Is he gonna help me to know what it is if one of
Well,
you use
maybe.
it on me? Or will it just not make a difference and I'll just be like, oh my god, I love you?
I don't know. I don't have that power. I don't plan on getting it.
Then
I'm just asking if it'll make you feel better.
no,
Okay.
not really.
Okay.
What made me feel better if you punch me in his fucking face?
I would Bud, I would love to, but keep in mind, Delroy's the boss. I gotta follow his lead on this.
Everything all right, Ed? How you doing?
I'm good. Everything's fine.
And I have
And
a
he looks at
question.
Serenity and winks.
I have a question
say
about
nothing.
the contact at the dock. Is the contact at the dock Kindred? Or Ghoul? Or
No, just one of your go-to contacts.
just a regular person?
Dude.
Yep. Somebody who doesn't ask questions and does what they're told.
Do they like Diet Pepsi as much as Homeboy?
They're not very.
So what do I give them? I should just give them...
I mean,
Just
money
like-
usually is acceptable.
It's just money.
I was just going to say
give them
the
like
currency of the people.
That's right. So yeah, I guess I'll be going into like some safe that's back there and taking out a couple $100. We'll say $500. I would assume I have that. And while asking Ed how's he doing and all the winking and stuff.
Okay.
And then I'll go out and meet Oscar. And did you set yourself up in front of the red pieces or the black pieces?
I set myself in front of the red pieces.
Okay.
I mean, you made me wait.
So Delroy's gonna go outside, sit down on his milk crate, and just turn the checkerboard around, make his first move.
House rules, I see. Okay. How's everything going up there?
You have to worry, keep your head in this game. You're already losing 2 moves in.
All right, just trying to make some small talk. Take whatever stressors are on your mind out of it. I want your head in the game.
Frankly, we haven't decided what we're going to do with you yet. But we'll see how it goes after your conversation with Serenity.
So she's the one that runs things around here. I thought this was your bodega, or is it her bodega?
You're as good at jokes as you are at checkers.
I will
Thank you
walk
very
out at
much.
this point and stand behind Delroy with my arms crossed. Hello.
How are you doing this evening, Serenity?
I'm doing well. Sorry for the panic. It's been a night, but
I'm sure it has. You all look a bit preoccupied.
yeah.
I'm sure.
But we got it.
Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, my offer still stands if there's anything I can help out with, because it sounded like something was happening. By all means, extra set of hands could be useful.
Maybe. And we got this. And should we need anything though? I'm sure we'll.
What kind of help are you trying to offer? What
Yeah,
can
that
you
is true. What can you do? What's your repertoire?
Well, mainly, a little bit of B&E, physical and electronic. Just trying to get in some places that I'm not technically supposed to be in.
Evidently.
Mhm.
I might as well put what I have on the table, so might as well show a little bit of what I can do. Obviously, not all. First taste is free, but
Of course.
Well, I think we might be interested. As you know, I run South Philly. It takes a lot of work. I need a lot of people around me that I can trust. People who can, when they say they'll do something, they get it done. People can, keep their mouth shut about certain things that they see or hear. And people who will listen to me when I ask them to do things.
that sounds fair and understandable.
I have a question, actually, for both of you. Are y'all trying to win this game?
I'm trying to win this game.
Are you trying to win this game, Oscar?
I'm trying to let him feel happy, let him feel good. I know he's stressed. You don't want to put bad game on a stressed man. He looks like he needs this win for the night.
I think that Delroy has also played mad checkers. So he would be conscious of you, not jumping pieces and, making bad moves when there's openings and stuff like that.
You know what? I'm gonna have some contested rolls here. I think this be good to see how this rolls out.
Okay.
So no checks on my end, but what I want y'all to do is I want Delroy, I want you to make a composure and actually a wits and streetwise. And I want
Streetwise?
Yep. I think that's really good for this one. And I want Oscar, you to make a manipulation and subterfuge roll. I think that these rolls contested here make sense.
All right, and I just click the.
So just click the plus by subterfuge, and then double click the die by manipulation, and we'll see who wins. I'll ignore the margin of success. That's just 4 successes for you. and one
Elroy's
success
having
for
a bad
Delroy.
night.
So you're letting Delroy win, but Delroy doesn't realize that you're letting him win. This is your game to manipulate. You're playing your role masterfully, essentially, is what's happening here. So let that play out as you will, but I wanted to make sure that if y'all are trying to play this game and use this as your social sort of conflict, that y'all had a role to go along with it. And there's a winner and a loser, but it doesn't have to be like so black and white. But there you go.
Yeah, so I guess I'm moving my piece and king me. And I don't put it, he doesn't put it back, he goes like a, slams it down. King me.
I know he's the Baron of South Philly, correct?
Mhm.
So I will go for your wish, Baron, and just king him.
I'm going to look up at Serenity. Kind of like this guy.
Serenity, if you
Excuse
want, you can make a insight roll into this.
Okay, sure. Why not? Wits and insight, you said?
Sure.
Is it
Yeah.
wits or intelligence? I don't know. Zero successes, and only 2 of those are blood die. That's not happening.
Wait, you just had like no successes at all on any dice? Do I have that right?
For wits and insight?
Yeah.
You got 0 successes.
Yeah, I only had I only rolled 3 dice. 2 of them were blood dice.
Okay.
It's a
Isn't that a bestial failure? No successes.
From what I understand, it's not a still fail. Wait, is it? I don't remember.
I hope
wanna
it's
make
just you
sure I got
karate
this
chopping
right.
this checkerboard right now.
Yep,
Just like,
I don't
fuck this game.
She's just gonna punch Oscar in the side of the head.
Well, I have an excuse for that one. I can say that one's for Ed, but don't worry about it.
Okay, no, it did. Because you have to have a blood die that comes up with
No, the blood die didn't come up with a 1 or anything like that. It was regular that it did.
got you. Okay.
Sweet Jesus. Okay.
You do, however, feel quite angry, and you kind of just want to get up and yoke him. You don't know why. Maybe it's the Bruja blood in you, but you are feeling hot.
I just go inside and hang out with Ed. Words. After that, I take a second because I realize the Bruja blood's running hot. I'm like, gotta control that. So I go inside.
In the meantime, let's bounce back up to Ari. Ari, you're left alone with a body,
Yep.
and I would just leave that. Al is there. One thing you have noticed, if you've been looking at his corpse, or I mean, all of your corpses, but Al is regenerating.
Right.
It is happening. It is happening slowly, but you see the rib cage is starting to mend itself over time. There's definitely more rib there than there was before. The chest cavity is closing slowly. It's weird.
I did promise that I wasn't gonna touch anything, so I won't. I will observe for a few minutes, not knowing if Al is in there to hear. I appreciate this.
Al's eyes are closed.
Okay. I'm gonna talk anyway.
Okay.
I appreciate this, Al. Like you fought like hell. Thank you. Like that's not easy. I'm just like circling the body. This is really interesting. Like look down at the hands. Don't touch because there was bone showing through, and that's healing up. And I'm like,
Yeah, you see the fingers are mending.
I'm really sorry about this, bud. You know, it's that you got people in your head, and one of them I really don't like. You kind of did take Raka right before I was gonna kill him.
No.
And now he's just chilling in your head. So you're gonna come hang out at my house for a little while. We could have just, if you'd have left him alive, then this would have been so much easier. I could have found out so much from him, bud. I'm really sorry about this. And I just kind of, continue looking at the ribs slowly mending back together and like kind of taking mental notes about, how much is being added. And I don't have a watch. Damn it. See if there's like a clock with a second hand someplace in the room. And I like look at that and okay, a minute and watch as, stuff begins to heal. And it's like, okay, so it's about, a millimeter a minute, which means that over, a couple days, it would probably heal vast majority. And like, that's all she says to him, really. She just kind of circles, very much studying what is going on.
Cool. I love this. If you like, you could roll an intelligence and medicine check here too
Dope.
for observation.
Gladly. Is that medicine? Yeah, okay. And intelligence. Really? Only 2?
That's enough to get you a little bit. You're not trying to figure out like the whole science behind all this, but what I'll tell you that you could figure out with that amount of successes is you pace around the room. One of the things you notice that is specifically like catching your eye because of like the moonlight coming into the room and such is that on the walls there's blood. There's like blood spattered where he had banged against it and tried to take down the walls. There is like from what you've done, Shadow has attempted to do some of the work for him.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a pretty educated guess that part of the reason his healing is so slow is because he hasn't fed recently and he spent a lot of blood trying to get out of this room. And that's why there's not a whole lot of blood on the floor. Because he didn't have any really left. So the healing is happening very slowly. Whereas otherwise, it like when you've healed yourself from injuries, it has happened a lot faster than this.
Okay. That makes sense. I'll notice that. I will let it heal slowly. If for no other reason than we've got to move a body and adding more weight to it seems like a bad idea. And I'll just hang out upstairs until whatever crate begins to creak its way up the hallway.
And you, Delroy, you're still outside and you're talking to Oscar. In front of the bodega, a truck, flatbed, large box in the back of the flatbed truck. It definitely looks like it's big enough for holding a body, but Well, you know these kind of crates before when you've seen them down in the docks, and where you in your particular area of the docks where your blood comes in is where the illegal activity tends to happen undercover. Most of the time you see crates like this, weapons are in them. It's very familiar to you for that particular reason. However, this box is not filled with weapons. It is just filled with hay. And gentleman jumps out, hat over his head, mask on his face, and he says, this all you need?
I think so. And I'll stick my head in, and I'm assuming Big Al is still in his room, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about having them just bring the box upstairs to the hallway outside of his room.
This box is not going to fit in the doorway.
So have them bring it around to the back alley. Will it fit down the alley? I'm not there. I'm upstairs. I know nothing.
Well,
I was
I'll
about
ask
to
that
ask that.
question.
I was going to ask if it fits in the alley.
Will it fit in the alley? It would be a tight squeeze. Because it's basically a large box on a pallet. And yes, you could probably squeeze it down the alley, but the problem you're going to potentially have here is getting Al folded up to fit in this box. Because he'll fit in
It's too
it.
small.
But it's not like, 6.5 foot tall, man sized.
If I'm looking at it, how am I going to have to squinch him up? Like, well, he won't fit completely long ways. He would have to be
No,
like
not
sitting
long
with his
ways.
knees on his chest or something like
Basically,
that.
you gotta get him balled up in the little fetal position.
Oh, okay. I'll just say to the guy, please, can you get this crate into the alley out back, and I'll meet the crate back there.
Sure, man. Give me a minute. I gotta. Well, I know you got a pallet at Jack in your place, right?
And I do. I'll get my boy Ed to grab it.
And Ed comes around the back, pallet Jack, and comes out, and dude takes the flatbed, and he has this thing on chains, and he slides it down the ramp and onto the ground, and there's a pallet Jack. Picks it up, takes it down the alley. Again, this is a tight squeeze. It's not a whole lot of space for a pallet to be in there, but bumping against the walls a little bit, you can get it down the alley and by the door.
And I think on the way in, I'm gonna if I have the dough, which I imagine do, I said 500, but that seems a little cheap right now, so I'm gonna up it to 1,000.
So
And
you just hand this
and I'll
dude
say,
$1,000.
well, we're not done yet. I'm just taking it out of the safe,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna tell Oscar, you want it to be helpful? Come and see what kind of help we need. And then guide him and Serenity upstairs to where Ari is with Al.
Okay.
And tell him, like, it looks like we're gonna have to squeeze him in there a little bit. We just gotta make sure this doesn't pop. His the chair leg doesn't pop out when we stick him in there. But he's gonna have to be kind of like in a fetal position in this crate. Best we can do right now.
Or plan B.
Serenity, you strong. You could lift
Still
him
in plan
up.
A.
I try. Could I manipulate him to pin the thingy? Do you think, or would that require a roll and me breaking bones?
Well, I would say strength athletics. I wouldn't even make this a roll for you, because you get, like, if you took half, it's 4 successes, and that would be enough to pick him up. So yes, I would say you could get him
In the position necessary?
downstairs, outside, and put him in this box.
Yep. Okay. I do so gently, and I will gently put him in the box.
I will say, as they're loading it up, I will kind of pull Delroy and Serenity to the side and say, as cold-hearted as it is, we could take care of the problem this way. leave the crate outside at the docks tomorrow.
Ray Burns? I'd
Just
rather
leave him sitting there.
I mean,
if we're gonna do that, I'd rather do it just.
nature
Stop it.
would take its course. Or, I mean, we can keep him in my house. It's up to you.
I mean, if we're gonna, end him, I'd rather just make it as clean and quick as possible. I don't want him to be in pain.
If we were making that decision, if we had made the decision to kill Al, then I wouldn't have called in this favor to get this crate. We could have just done that in the apartment.
True. Let's take another couple days. Let's take another couple days, please.
All right.
Just because we did all of this anyway.
So y'all take him, put him in the
I
crate,
say we stick with the plan.
Yeah.
cover the crate up.
Wait, just before we cover the crate up, hold on one second.
I just realized I'm like overlapping the chat.
I lean down and give Al a quick kiss to the forehead. I really hope we figure something out. And then I close it up.
And does Ed watch y'all do this? I have questions. Like how were y'all trying to be like?
Well, yeah, I wanted to, before we got into that whole point, I wanted to give the guy the money, my contact, and tell him, hey, we'll bring the pallet back up front, and I think he would know that I'm trying not to show it to him, and I would also have tell Ed to go mind the store.
He sits in the car patiently waiting for y'all.
Yeah,
In the truck.
I want it to be just the
Sorry.
four of us. Yeah.
Okay. Oscar, you're seeing them move this body.
I had an idea something was up. I didn't have an idea it was this, but I'm just.
Yeah. You
I'm
see the
just here
shape of
just
this
taking
body
it.
too.
I'm just here, just keeping my mouth shut. If I'm
Stone
told to
facing
do
it?
something, yep. If I'm told to do something, I'm doing it. I'm doing what my sire told me, and just taking mental notes of everything that's happening.
Would
If anything,
Oscar know about Big Al?
Like, would he know who Al is?
I would have to say yes.
Right?
Unless Oscar has just been completely divorced of all the going-ons in Philly recently, then he would absolutely know about Big Al. Basically, everybody in the vampire world knows about Big Al.
Right.
He's not like, he doesn't have like his own cult or anything like Tyreek, but he is sort of infamous for being one of the biggest masquerade preachers. And you imagine that the only reason that he is still up and going is because the Camarilla haven't figured out what their next move is yet. But everyone would know that Al has stuff coming to him at some point.
All right. So yeah, as we're loading up the crate and closing it up, I'll Ari, Oscar, this is Ari.
Hello.
Go on.
So I give, I guess, directions to my place. Send Sarah a text saying, hey, there's going to be a box. Put it in the spare room.
I like that. Spare.
And your apartment building does have a freight elevator. So go around the backside of this, which is like more traditional alleyway, but it does have a freight elevator because this is a college area. There's a lot of things being moved back and forth, so there is space to move large boxes and stuff, unlike a South Philly street. Sarah, yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Is there any special preparations I need to make?
Not immediately. The spare room is sufficient for now.
Is it empty?
It is not. It is quite heavy. You are more than welcome to just let them in and
Oh no, Doctor, I meant, is the room empty? I know there.
Oh
have
no, the
been,
room is empty. Yes.
Recent.
No.
Visitors.
There's nothing in there at the moment.
Excellent. I was hoping that I would not have to clean it out this time.
No, absolutely not. All right. Yeah, so it's a quick conversation. There is a rhythm there.
Indeed. And Sarah gets to work. And who's taking the oh, you just have the gentleman come get the pallet?
I get it out to the front
Okay.
and help load it up. Probably asking Oscar to help.
And the dude looks at you as you are helping load this thing up there and tie down the chains and stuff, and he's like, "Lady, you're pretty strong."
Thank you. And I just keep doing my thing.
CrossFit.
Oh yeah.
No, knock. I'm not trying to insult. I'm just saying.
No, you're good. You're good. No, you're good. I just get it a lot. Don't worry. And I finish up doing the thing.
Okay. This is the address. I will deliver it there. And you said speak to Sarah?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Done deal.
Thanks.
Thanks for the pay, Delroy.
You got it, man. Thanks. Much appreciated. We'll talk.
And he rolls out.
What time is it?
Oh, it's probably about 4 a.m. now. Y'all have had a long night.
Okay.
Because it's been like dealing with Al, dealing with Ravnos here. Time has kind of been going by. So yeah.
I go up to Serenity. Do you have cotton mouth? Like, is your mouth dry?
Your mouth is dry because you talk too much, Ari. You know this voice.
Yeah, I know. But is your mouth dry?
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. Is your mouth dry? Like,
No, I don't know if that's like, I don't know why you're asking this. Why are you asking? I'm confused.
I'm very.
Just explain. It's okay. Just like, if you is that a code for something?
She doesn't know anything. I don't know why you're asking her questions.
You don't look like you've been punched in the mouth. None of us look like we've been punched in the mouth, correct?
Yeah. No. Why?
Like, we don't have. All of our fluids are replaced with VtM, correct? Why do we not look like we've been punched in the mouth at all times?
Oh, I don't know.
And then it confuses me because our other fluids are. I'm sorry, my brain just went 100%.
Use the doctor brain, Ari.
Doctor brain, and I'm trying to figure out what.
No, you're good. Ramble to me. Ramble to me.
Please stop.
No. Like,
I don't know who you're. Okay, Ari,
but
you can talk.
It's just
yeah,
weird
keep talking.
because like it would look like you got punched in the mouth. If all of the fluids in your mouth are blood, it would look like you got punched in the mouth, right? And there would be a red coating over your eyes, so everything would look haze red. And if somebody's freaking jerking off, it would look like a friggin' arterial bleed when somebody's jerking off. And I don't understand how it's just weird.
My taste very strong.
We are very, very dead. Very, very dead.
Very strange. I don't like it at all.
I don't know. Vitae is just weird like that, I guess. I mean, it's kind of nice that we could still blend
That
in.
one's a right genius, isn't she?
I gotta figure this out. Now it's gonna bug me.
Okay, let me know what you find. I'm curious.
Okay.
I think you should go talk to Shimishi. Maybe they'll teach you how to fleshcraft. Or maybe they'll turn you into a flesh monster yourself. And then you'll learn firsthand. No, don't do that. Please, don't. I need you a little bit longer.
Take you along for the ride.
Okay.
Yeah, we should go back
Alright.
inside.
Yeah, and I forgot to update Delray about Sierra. Ooh. I need to tell him.
You heard from Sierra?
Yeah, remember? She texted.
Actually,
I
yeah,
haven't answered.
The time would be closer to 2 o'clock now I'm thinking about it. 2 a.m.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool. But yeah, Sierra texted and I haven't responded because I want to make sure I'm not doing the whole spiral situation again.
Just give it some time. Give it some time.
Yeah.
She lets you swing, let her swing for a little while. Or a while. Or don't answer. I don't know. I'm bad at this. There's a reason. Anyway.
You're good. You're good.
Move on
I don't
from
know.
that topic.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
And we go back inside.
Yeah, we go back in.
Oscar, you're the last person behind the rest of the group going inside here. And outside, you see a black Bentley come down the street. Tinted windows. This car looks incredibly out of place. Incredibly so. And it pulls up and parks maybe a block down from the bodega. Lights turn off. No one gets out.
Would I recognize the type of person who would be driving this vehicle or in this vehicle?
You wouldn't know the person who is driving this vehicle. But you know anybody who's driving a Bentley that looks like this has to have a fuckload of money. And that the tent is very illegal. You would definitely know that.
And then would I know the person in the back seat that's being driven around?
Can't see inside of it.
I'll take. If I'm the last person to walk in, I say it's probably going to be Delroy, Ari, and Serenity in front of me, correct?
I'd imagine so, yeah.
I'll walk up to Serenity and be like, I'm not sure the type of people who come around Delroy's place, but just keep your eye about like a block and a half over yonder. Don't look. There's a
Gotcha.
very
Somebody's watching.
expensive Bentley out there. And I look up and down the streets. I'm like, judging by the vehicles out here, I don't think anyone's really coming home right now.
Mm-hmm. What model was Sierra's car? It wasn't a Bentley, was it?
No, Sierra, last time you saw her was driving, I believe, a Range Rover.
Cool. Just
Or
double
it may
check.
have been it may have been
Summoned her on
accident. It was not a Bentley.
Okay, cool. Okay. We'll let Delroy know, and we'll be careful about looking.
Yeah, I mean, I'll check with Delroy too, see if maybe he wants me to
Yeah. Hey.
check in on it. But
yeah, that we're used. I'm not surprised if somebody's trying to lock the place.
Judging by the night before, we had another visitor stop by. Who's to say this might not be an every evening type of occurrence?
Depends on who's walking in and out, but I don't know. We'll talk to Delray. He wants us to check it out. We check it out. If we're gonna check it out another way, but you know what I mean. Anyway.
Would I know if I would probably want once we get there, like let Delroy know as well, but also
Mhm.
check to see if he happens to have like a computer or something, like any sort of like laptop that he uses that I could try and hack the parking authority camera, check to see if I could get any sort of plate information, check the DMV, like pull up any sort of info on who the owner is.
Delroy.
Yeah, I imagine Delroy has a laptop for like managing shipments of that come to the bodega for non-kindred related stuff. Um, so you're asking Delroy if you could Google the DMV? Is that a sentence?
I'm asking Deborah, like, you clearly you want to know what I could do because you asked. I mean, I could put those skills on display if you like, and we could figure out who our illustrious hidden person is. Maybe it's someone who you don't want it to be, or maybe it's just someone who got lost in the neighborhood. Figure you
And
might
I don't
want to,
recognize. Sorry.
yeah, figure you may want a heads up just in case it's someone you need to,
Business.
you know, clean up for.
Uh, sure. You know what? Get at it, and I'll grab the laptop and hand it to you. And Prince, I don't recognize the car, right?
Oh,
Yeah. Here's the laptop. Google away.
Uh,
Show us these skills.
I don't suppose I recognize the car either.
negative. This is not a car you've seen.
Okay. Just checking. Even if it's not Sierra, it might be somebody else. I don't know.
I will add, at any point, you could all walk up. You could go up to the car and find out if you wanted to do something like that.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about it. I was afraid they just might drive off, but you know what? Fuck it. I think Delroy would do that. He might wave over to Serenity for sure, and
Mhm.
Ari, and walk over to the car.
You want
You
me
keep-
to keep checking that on you, Baron, or are you going to do it face to face?
Let's do both. You make a note of the license plate. Check it
Yeah.
out there.
All right, I'll do
How long
that.
did it
That's
take you
the.
to beep boop beep on that thing?
Wait, I write
Probably
down
by
my
the time
number
you
real
come
quick.
back.
Okay.
I write my number real quick. Look, text. Just send a quick text. Get out if it's a bad thing or whatever. Like, just you know what I mean. Like, if it's really bad, just say abort mission or something. I don't know. You figure out the phrasing.
You got it. And as they leave, they get away like 5 feet in front of me. I'm like, oh, password's 1234, right, Delroy? Don't worry, I got it.
0000.
So you're just
There's a-
going to the car?
Yeah, are you coming, Ari?
No, I think I'll stay with our new friend.
Cool.
So yeah, I'd like to. Where is it exactly? It's like on the corner, or it's up the block.
It is up the block. Like it's not past you, it's like back behind where your place is, so you'd have to walk like a block and a half away. But you can see it. It is a car that would not be able to be hidden.
Yeah, I say let's go check it out.
Yeah.
So you're just knocking on the window. How are you doing this? I want to know.
They're not as we approach. Like we're approaching it. So let's say we're like standing near the passenger side or near the side of the car. There's what just happens from us just getting close to it.
Nothing. Nothing moves.
Nada.
The car doesn't move. Just sits there.
Huh.
Engine on.
No.
Just sitting
You're
there.
just off. Lights off.
I think Delaware will do a walk around the car as if he's like checking out the car, and he is, but he's also like, oh, what a nice car, okay, and just walking around it, looking at it, checking it out, and then I think he'll tap on the. It's not like a limo, so there could be just someone driving the Bentley. So maybe he'll tap on the driver's window.
Nothing.
That's weird.
Unless they parked, they're not there anymore.
Yeah, that too.
No one's. Well, I would say specifically, since our Ravnos friend was looking at it, you did not see anyone get out.
Hey, I just want to see who's coming around the bodega and just sitting around in a very fancy car. Just trying to say hello. Knock knock.
The window rolls down, and you see a very plain-looking man. Not a face you've seen before, but maybe a face you've seen before. Doesn't stand out to you. And he says, "Good evening.
Oh boy. Oh,
Is there a reason you are knocking on this window?"
Is there a reason you're just sitting a block up from the bodega in what is a very unique looking vehicle?
I was unaware that this was illegal.
I
Or
didn't
is
say
it?
illegal.
no, you're
I just
making sure everything's kosher. That's all. Just lots happened recently. Just making
it's
sure.
interest sparking. Interest sparking.
Yeah,
What
that's literally it.
is kosher?
Like making sure everything's okay.
Yes, I know you're telling the phrase.
Oh,
But is there something that is not kosher?
There are things that can be unkosher, things that can be uncool or problematic if you like. But as you say, you're just picked
just
the block
here.
to sit in your car at, right?
There is much to learn in South Philadelphia. Would you not say, Delroy?
Oh, it's a nightly struggle, stranger.
Oh, yes. I suspect you don't know who I am. You may call me Nathaniel.
Hi, Nathaniel.
Okay.
So, did you grow up here in South Philly, or 'cause I feel like I would recognize you?
I've grown up far away from here in a land long past.
Right.
Well, I guess what brings you to the hood is what I'm asking.
I have already told you, there is much to learn in South Philadelphia.
And what are you hoping to learn?
Yeah, like, we no offense, dude, but like we've had people like scroll up on this place and then not end well. So we're just checking if you're not here to do anything like crazy.
I am hoping to learn how the Second Inquisition will end you and those like you.
Okay.
And this guy's a human, then. Am I getting? Is
Human? Faith Hunter? I don't know.
You can't. Well, for whatever reason, this person seems fairly obscured in this car. Like, you can't make out their face entirely. You can't quite get him all the way. He has dark glasses on even, but his face is just meh. It just looks like a face.
It's just
He
like
wouldn't-
a mask of 1,000 faces kind of thing.
Who knows? Could be he could be one of the St. Leopold guys. They opened up a huge ass church. It wouldn't surprise me that he's one of them.
But he's just such a white guy that he's indistinct, or does he have like
Yes,
some sort of superpower?
essentially. That's what you
Okay.
can. That's what you can. Well, that's what you can see. That's the better way to put
Okay.
it.
Okay. Look.
And looking inside the car, do I see anything in the back seat? Anything beside him?
No, actually, there's a divider, so you can't see the back seat.
Okay.
And so you're here to learn who you got in the back seat. What, are they here to learn too?
You ask a lot of questions, Delroy.
Yes, I
Would
do.
you be confident enough to learn the answers?
Yeah, as long as straight answers. Nathaniel.
And the back door opens.
I'm following your lead on this, Delroy. I don't know.
I look inside before getting in there.
There is a woman sitting in the back seat. She is wearing basically a suit, but it's a woman's suit, so with the skirt, and she is wearing a long coat over her because it is very cold. And she just looks at you. She has dark hair. She looks like she might be of Middle Eastern origin, and she says, "Delroy, please sit down."
Yeah. Is it like limo style in the back, or is it just we're next to each other?
It's a Bentley, so it's a very large back seat.
Okay. But it's like 2 rows? I don't know cars that
No,
well.
it's not 2 rows. It's
It's just
just
one
one row.
Because I want Serenity in the mix too, so but I don't want it all to be squished up in the back like
There's
what you
space.
say.
It is a
I am
comfortable
afraid,
vehicle.
but okay. Your second Inquisition. I'm very afraid of what's about to happen.
I'll sit down in the car. I'll get in there.
Serenity?
I get it.
You could also stand outside too. I'd be down with that. That move with the
I
door
mean,
open.
it's the plan. So, are they gonna drive off, or are they gonna stay right there? We don't know. That's the problem. So, I'm like,
Are you going to ask?
we going on a drive, or are you guys just gonna sit and talk?
Yes. We'll
Okay.
take a ride. It is unsafe here.
Who are you?
Okay.
I believe the gentleman already told you.
He's Nathaniel.
He's Nathaniel.
You are.
Someone very interested in seeing your kind. But I suspect we could do this a little bit more peacefully. With your help, of course.
That's Delroy laughing in this strange woman's face. What do you think, Serenity?
I think that
Is this a joke?
I think this is a trap. They want to end us. So either they're gonna take us somewhere else to do it, or they're gonna lock us up or some shit. I don't know. That's what the stories all say.
You see Nathaniel roll his window up, Serenity, since you're still standing outside. And then the divider, Nathaniel looks back at you, Delroy, and it is the ugliest face you've ever seen. The nose has basically disappeared. The skin is like a blue, blackish color. A fanged tooth comes up out of the front lip, and the jaw sags a little bit on one side. clearly a Nosferatu.
And the thing has come down. I'm not seeing my reflection in the mirror.
You're not seeing your
somehow.
reflection. It's come down and he looked back at you. There's a way to do this peacefully, Delroy.
I think Delroy will be very startled by that. Last time he's seen that Nosferatu face, it's been his own face in mirrors and stuff.
Indeed.
And he'll just turn to Serenity like, I'm gonna take this ride, Serenity. You can come if you want, or you can stay with the others, but I imagine I'll be back.
If you're okay.
Or you can come. I want you to come, but if you're unsure, I don't want to ask you to do something that you're unsure about.
You got noodle arms, I'm coming.
I slide over. Now we're coming. Can you at least just tell me your name? He says to the woman.
Let's say Sandra.
Sandra. All right. Where are we going? I know you won't tell me, but I have to ask anyway. My curiosity.
Actually, I was going to ask you. And we'll switch back to Ari and Oscar, who sees this car drive off.
The one I just had Grease look at me. I'm Sandra D pop into my head when you said the name, and it's the worst.
This car drives off with Delroy and Serenity inside of it.
Any luck on the plate stray?
Should have in just a moment.
Awesome.
And you want me to roll on that?
If you'd like to, what do you? This would be your what? Technology, right?
Yeah,
And intelligence.
that's what I was thinking.
This is not an easy check. Just telling you right now, this is a hard check.
All right. Let's go for it.
Go for it.
Oh, that was wits.
I'll
That was
reroll.
off.
That's fine. You can reroll.
And it's tech. It's not even like I could help. I would just fry it if I sat too
It is
close.
absolutely not something you could help with.
Not something I would probably do.
Even with the extra dice, like we take your 4 successes, perhaps. This would not be one that you could figure out. When you look for the plate number through the systems you've used, you find that this one is basically redirecting you over and over again. It is the only time you ever run into something like this is if this is deep government systems.
Ari, I think we should try and follow them. This isn't that good. If they in the car and they left, this person knows how not to be found.
Well, I can't drive.
That's fine. I can.
Sure. Let's see. It's not a judgment on your driving. It's a judgment on whether or not I will let you.
Well,
Unintentionally.
our choices are either we follow them or we just wait and see if Delroy and Serenity ever make it back here.
I mean, I'm willing to try. But to be fair, last person I went for a drive with ended up dead. So once again, I sound very ominous. Not of my own doing.
How about we just start off by clipping our seatbelts, and then we'll go from there.
Sure.
So you're gonna take her to your car. You got
Which
the,
is a Mercury Cougar.
You got the Cougar.
Yeah.
and try and follow the car, but at an inconspicuous distance.
Does it turn on?
It's my Mercury Cougar. It
I
turns
mean,
on.
if it's a Cougar, let's say this is an old car.
Old enough.
Uh,
Okay.
I think you'd be mostly fine as long as you don't touch the radio might not work around you or something like that. But like I think the last
I
Cougar
just
was
keep going
made
boop, and it goes
in '02, so like that's the youngest you can get one of these cars is one from '02. So yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Wonderful. Old cars. I love them. Let's go.
cool. So you tell them, and inside of the car, Delroy, Serenity. The woman is like, they're driving, and so this is where what you blanks call the half bloods live, thin bloods,
Did
dusk
you just call us
butts.
blanks? Did you just call me blank?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
Blank
what they call us.
bodies. That's the proper word for you. Blank bodies. At least that's how we know you. Vampires just seem so meh.
Eh,
Seems very kind of comical, fantastical. When you start to find out about your kind, you blanks, is more like you don't. Well, you don't set off any heat sensors. You don't have a heartbeat. Often, when someone tries to pull blood from you, it's not something that they can actually do without cutting you. So, I think blanks is a pretty good descriptor.
I mean, call us what you like. Eh.
I'm learning. If you prefer something else,
Well, my name is Delroy. This is Serenity. Why don't we start there? Let's
I-
call you Sandra.
did call you by Delroy first. I am not completely
Right.
without etiquette.
All right, so we're going on this
and-
ride, so we can.
And she goes to light a cigarette. She's like, "Do you mind if I?" Oh, of course not. I'll keep the fire away from you, though.
Appreciate
And
it.
it kind of makes you like a little bit nervous, but it's a cigarette. You've been around
Integrated.
people with cigarettes before. It's not so bad. But the
Yeah.
initial lighting of the lighting did kind of. And she goes,
So,
"So, let's talk peace. Delroy, I have learned some things since what is being called the Massacre of Moya Missing. And I've learned a bit more about your kind. And there's a particularly interesting thing about South Philadelphia that we have started to put together is that some of your kind can walk outside during the daylight. It's fascinating.
Okay. It's good to hear that you're learning new things.
Indeed. And it would seem that these thin bloods or dustborn or harbingers of the apocalypse, as some of the others we've talked to have called them, they look up to you. They listen to you. Yes?
Yeah, because for a long time, I don't care about any of that kind of stuff. Try to keep myself out of the politics and paranoia of things. Yeah. I guess you could say they look up to me just because I respect them. And I respect people who also show me respect.
Indeed. Well, we have been doing some, let's say, studies. And some of our methods have started to change as we've learned that as you all get or pass your genes down, however you want to put it, your bloodline gets weaker. Things change for you. That's fascinating to us because it makes me feel like potentially that your curse, affliction, sickness, disease could be reversed. Or eventually breed it out. It
So,
it would seem that if perhaps we worked together, we could limit the number of your kind that we would have to destroy.
are you asking me if I will somehow find a way, if I will somehow allow you to experiment on thin bloods in this hope of finding a cure for our kind, for our affliction, disease, curse, so
Yeah.
on, as you put it?
Yeah.
Actually, no. I have a much better idea. I want you to use your thin bloods to infect more people, some under our control, so we can test and see how far down it goes before the affliction goes away.
And just out of character, I'm talking to someone from the Second Inquisition right now. Is that what's up?
Yeah.
Straight up.
I said that. Second ink.
I was just
Problem.
confused because I
Problem.
didn't know that.
Danger.
I was just confused because they have the NOS driver, so that seems confusing. I didn't know that was a thing that they did.
It is a very special NOS.
They do really very special NOS and
It's a very special NOS.
kindred. Look.
Okay.
And Ari and Oscar, this car is not driving very fast. It does not seem like it. It looks like it is during like one of those driving tours of South Philadelphia. It is going nowhere fast.
So it's
But
kind of hard to be subtle.
Right, exactly. You can absolutely tell that there's a Bentley riding down the streets, and some of the cars are like blowing the horn at it periodically because it's going too slow, that sort of thing. This is not subtle at all.
Okay. Let's switch past it. I figure at very least the parade it is attracting will let us know which way it's going.
Sounds fair enough.
So you swing a left at one of the one ways and kind of circle around.
Yeah, head up the block, wait a second, see if we see it, head up the next block.
And you do. And what you can tell, Ari, and I would say this is just knowledge of yours. I don't think it is up for a roll. You know the area that what's his name? Jesus, Jackson and Sovereign were trying to buy out. This is all those buildings. This is all the ones that the Thin Bloods live at, primarily.
Okay.
They are basically circling Delroy's territory, specifically the areas closest.
Basically, it's look, we know exactly what your limits are. We have done our research. Okay. So we'll follow.
Yeah,
Not
just want to
super
give you
closely.
that context so
Okay.
you can understand that. Back in the vehicle, um, Nathaniel looks back at you and he goes, Sandra, uh, we're being followed. They turned, but we're being followed for sure. That's fine. I suspect that this is Mr. Delroy's territory. Oh, do your kind have a better word for it? Den, haven, party place.
We just call it a tomb.
You're quite funny, sir. I appreciate a good sense of humor. And it's hard to believe that a blank could continue to have one, but I'm constantly proven wrong by my expectations.
Well, I think you might also have been wrong about expecting me to help you. I'm not sure if I
Expect? No, I didn't expect anything of the sort. I just wanted to see what kind of man you are or were. Don't know exactly how that applies to blanks.
Well,
And we get tongue-tied with that too.
well, you can think of me as a man who doesn't think that he can fully trust you and who you work for and represent.
Oh, you absolutely shouldn't trust me.
I don't know if your intentions are good or if I just don't know if what I would be doing helping you.
So I have a question.
Yes, Miss Sanchez.
It's probably pretty obvious, but if we do say no at this exact second, do we get to walk out of this car, or I have a
Oh, but of course. I know where you are.
fair point. Just checking.
I figured the offer would be put on the table, as some of your kind have been less than agreeable and some have, well, been extremely helpful. Depending on the territory, we've gotten quite a bit of buy-in. Honestly, well, much like many of your kind, we want to get rid of your elders.
Do you have any names for me? People who have
Absolutely not.
You really think she's gonna tell you?
I had to try. Well,
Tell
how
her
do I
to go.
contact you? If I change my mind or see the light, as it were.
Sticks her hand in her chest and pulls out a card.
I'll take it.
And there's just a handwritten phone number on it. That's it. No name, nothing. Just a handwritten phone number.
Got it. And I'll stick it in the safe part of the jacket.
Nathaniel, please drop them off back in front of the bodega. I think we've gotten all we need. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Miss Sanchez, if you were in charge of this area, would you be willing to help?
That would require a lot of information I don't think you're one to give.
The most important information that you need to know is the information I'm giving you right now. We are going to destroy all of your kind. We're trying to do it in an ethical way, which my predecessors did not do. And if we can breed it out of you, then all the better. But the ones of you who have been around for a long time, who turn to dust, once destroyed, well, they all have to go. Which is why there's been no retaliation for that incident at the Union League.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. if you're gonna ask me would I change what I am, if it would give me the chance to see my family again, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. Questions never been posed, so I need a little time to think about it. If that
Miss
makes sense.
Sanchez, I assume you were recently turned based on what you've just expressed.
Oh yeah. I thought you knew that already. Sorry.
Timelines are a little fuzzy with your kind.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot
Some
of us
of
been
you have
around for a
been,
lot.
yes, indeed. They have shown to be very capable and quite difficult to contain. I don't intend to contain you all.
Mm-hmm.
I was simply posing the question. If Serenity Sanchez was barren, would you turn against the rest of your kind?
I don't know. Never thought about it before. Like I said, need time to think about it. If that would make sense.
You have my number.
I do.
And as y'all are following, Nathaniel pulls up in front of the bodega. He looks back at you, Delroy, and he turns back into the most nondescript white dude ever.
Mm-hmm. I get out the car.
And he says, "Have a good evening, the both of you."
Thanks.
I'm gonna nod back.
So while we're driving, at some point, I would probably look over at Oscar and be like, "So why are you here?"
I was going to get back to this, see if y'all are conversing, so this is wonderful that you got there before me.
Baron invited me over to play checkers tonight. I didn't want to disappoint. Everything just happening when I came over. I guess that's just, well, coincidence might be too broad of a term. Maybe fate.
Hmm. You know, we've had a lot of fateful things happen recently. And a whole bunch of people come over to play checkers with Delroy. It's pretty much all he's done for as long as I've known him. So, for you to randomly show up and decide, let me kiss the ring, seems a little suspect. Especially with so many new folks in town.
He is the Baron of South Philadelphia. I am in his domain.
And you made your presence known and could have kicked rocks. But you decided, let me go ahead and get both feet in on this.
Sometimes you never know when you may have to call upon someone of authority and have a favor get done. Sometimes you never know when someone of authority may come to you for a favor. So before someone asks me for a favor, I kind of tend to like who is going to be asking for that favor.
And I almost believe you, except for of all the barons still left in the city, of which there are at least 2 more, you come to the one with his face all over the news. You come to the one least settled. So I'm mostly just trying to figure out, are you looking to get a favor? Or is somebody cashing in a favor?
Well, that's the $1,000,000 question.
It is.
I guess we'll have to find out.
That's what I thought. No one is that altruistic.
All right,
No one.
how do you keep in contact with Sarah?
Again, usually I'm with one of these two, so I'd imagine they would be getting pinged if she needed me.
Okay.
I don't know if a beeper would function if that
Nope.
is old enough. Yeah.
Nope. All technology acts funky around the Sombra.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's
If it's electronic, it does not like you. It's not
unless
like they all instantly break every time. The cell phones, like, you can't read them. The phone calls come in fuzzy. Some things don't see you properly. Okay, it's fun. It's
a
not good.
mess. Yes. Yeah. No. So I'm like, unless I get something specially made, and even then, it would probably be like a GPS that can like radio ping, hey, I'm here. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Yeah, I would imagine it's these guys.
We'll get back to that then. I'll let you finish your conversation. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so she just like, and that's probably the only thing that Ari would bring up during the conversation is, so what are you actually doing here?
Oscar, I will add, there's a thing that you would probably know here. You know Ari's a La Sombra. And you know some history about the La Sombra. You know, up until like the last 20-ish years, a little less actually, they have, about 20 years, they have been really, really bad guys. Like, really, really bad. They were a part of the Sabbat, and they were the masquerade breaking, havoc wreaking sect of vampires that were
We make
causing
the
all kinds of
things,
trouble.
the things of the night get a little bit sketched out by the shadows.
Now, they weren't like as violent and terrible as the Tunisi are, as far as like doing just outward stuff, but they were very manipulative of situations and the church and pushing things into their favor. You would know this without a doubt. And you know that Ari's one of them. And I would say with that context, you might have more to say or not. I don't know. That's up to you. But you know that La Sombra in specific are, if you're not trustworthy, then they're definitely just as not trustworthy as you.
And I turn to Ari and say, what is it that you gain from being with Delroy?
Oh, I've known Delroy since I was 5 years old. Quite literally. So it's more habit than anything.
Also, they've joined the Camarilla. That's the other important part to note.
So where he goes, you follow them.
For the moment. He is a friend, and he has been for some time.
Any dark secrets you want to tell me?
I occasionally get scared of the dark. I've never been kissed. What else? I really, really, really miss Spotify. Yeah, no, it's pretty normal stuff.
Oh, poor Snake Eyes. He would have broke your kiss virginity. Sorry.
I mean, whether or not those are true is entirely up to you, but...
Serenity, I'd imagine you're the primary go-to for exchanging messages for Ari.
Mm-hmm.
You just got a message from Sarah that says, "Boss, when is this package supposed to get here?"
Uh-oh.
I knew you were gonna fuck with that package. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
I text back, not with Ari, what happened to the package? Has it just not gotten there?
I mean, this should only be about 25 minutes. That's what the message says coming back.
Okay, are we out of the... I'm assuming we're out of the car by now? And back in the bodega?
Yeah.
I tell Del Rey, someone fucked with the package. Fuck, someone fucked with the package. It hasn't gotten to Sarah yet.
I call my dude.
The one at the docks answers. He goes, "Hey, what's up, Delroy?"
You tell me. Where's my package?
My guy didn't get there and pick it up and drop it off yet.
He picked it up, but he did not drop off. Is he back at the dock?
No, I haven't heard from him.
Can you give him a ring and then ring me back immediately?
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
I just put you on hold. Just give me 2 minutes.
All right, man.
I tell Sarah, stand by. Problem, probably.
And a couple minutes later, he picks up. It's like, I'm not getting an answer.
Wait,
Your trucks
okay.
have GPS in them? Can you track them in any way?
No, man. Why would I have a GPS on our trucks? You know what kind of packages we deliver.
I'm sorry. I'm panicking, and I realize that's a stupid question as a player now that I would ask that. But now we're going to keep moving forward and pretend like I didn't ask about it. All right, man. Thanks a lot. I'll call you back. And I hang up.
Somebody has him. Either Tyreek or Cam or somebody has him.
Do we
It
show
could be
up?
Damien. It could be a bunch of people.
It could be a bunch of people. We pissed off so many people.
I just thought it was reliable. I thought that this was...
No, I
gonna be an
understand.
issue.
I understand. But I guess that's the one thing we all kind of forgot. A lot of people in this city know where we are.
And if people want Al, they mostly want to hurt him or they want to get to Tyreek, right?
Mm-hmm. We were just trying to get him to arteries. We should... Okay. Once Ari and Oscar get up here, Ari, problem. The package never made it to Sarah.
Ooh, that's a problem.
Big problem. Guy, Belray called the docks, can't get a hold of the driver.
Okay, well, back in the car, everyone.
Yep.
I'll let's hold on a second. We could make this a little easier, and I'll try and check the cameras on the laptop again of the traffic cam, see if I could spot. I imagine this would be a little bit
big
easier.
fear.
This is much easier. Have at it.
One fear.
We should have known. We should have
damn it.
known.
I keep hitting wits.
Oops.
You're successful. What you see is odd, Oscar. You see the car, you see this truck sitting, and basically a college parking garage lot, like where they deliver food and stuff like that. It's just sitting there. It's empty. No box.
Is there a way I could roll back the footage, try and get a better idea of what happened to it?
Because these are live cams, it would take some time to do this. I would say yes, but you would probably not be able to finish this tonight to get all of the footage.
And what time is it right now?
Considering y'all just had a big drive around and y'all moved a package, I would say it is about 4 a.m.
And dawn's at like 7.
Pretty much.
How far is the university? Like a half-hour drive?
Yeah. Y'all could
I
definitely
think
make
we
it.
have.
Y'all have time to make it there, and if y'all needed to like duck in somewhere, y'all can make it to Ari's, once y'all get to that side of town easily.
Oh yeah. I think I mean, I think we have to go down there and see.
We need to
But
go.
I'm guessing this truck is empty. But
We
You
can
guys
at
have
least.
go.
you guys have means of getting down there?
I think it's your car, buddy.
Everyone back and tell Elvira. Let's get going.
Oh God.
Uh,
Ed, close down. You know when to close down, and I'll call you. I'll be in touch.
I got it, Delroy. Do y'all need any help?
We
No,
got
you can help by taking care of the store.
Okay, fine.
I don't think you want to see this next part.
Uh, yeah. It takes a little bit of time. There's some traffic on the road, especially as you get towards the college campus. For whatever reason, there's always some cars going around down here. Uh, but you're able to make it to this lot where the truck is, and you see the truck sitting alone.
Driver, nowhere in sight.
Uh, as you drive around the truck to get a look at the front of it, uh, and the front of the truck, it looks like the driver's there.
Signs of struggle.
Are you getting out to check on him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get out.
Once you get out to check on the driver, you notice something very, very odd. The driver's hands are meshed with the steering wheel.
That's
His
ew.
back is a part of the seat. And he looks at you and he goes, "Help me. Please help me."
Okay, buddy. Hold on. I
Doc,
GSS.
is that something that you can? I don't know what the hell this is. I'm gonna go open the back of the truck. I can't handle that.
Oh, it's a flatbed. There's just nothing on the back of the truck.
Oh, it's a flatbed.
Yeah.
Fucking A. And it's empty. All right, we'll see what we can do. What happened?
I don't think he is in any place to talk.
You just something jumped out. Car swerved. Can you help me? Can you get me out of here?
Doc, can you take a look at this guy?
I can't move.
I will go and look.
I can't move my hands.
All right. Hold on.
Let's give the doc a second. Let's give the doc a second.
And it's everything that I've ever seen from fire victims melting into their clothes times 100.
This is not like that. This is like if someone took clay and they shaped it and molded it to fit as if it was a part of the leather on the seat and a part of the like plastic of the steering wheel. It is they are one now, essentially. And this person is shirtless, so you see his skin pulling the seat as he tries to move, but he can't.
So,
Okay.
so short of massive disfigurement, no.
Looking at him, you can tell there is no saving him.
Okay, bud. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine.
Ari, I would also say that you've been doing some spying. This is
Oh,
not
I
the
know
first
what's
time
going
you've
on.
seen something like this.
Ari
I'm
knows
just
what's
saying.
going on, but
The others may not, but you definitely do.
it. Ari definitely has the oh shit face.
Okay.
And
Okay.
what you'd also know, Ari, is this was done quickly because you've seen some of the other things that have been done that are far more gruesome, but more elegant than this.
Done more cleanly.
Mm-hmm. This was meant to send a message.
Left in my fucking driveway. Dope.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about that right now.
Okay.
Moving
How
on.
how far are we from where the blood drive was on campus?
We don't know
Oh.
about that.
Y'all don't know.
No, wait,
Yeah.
we do. I
I
mean, we
know-
know
I-
about Dracula, but we don't know.
Ari, yeah, I mean, you'd have to ask Ari essentially about this. And Ari, you know, that's only a few blocks away, but you know they don't
It's
do
not
their
connected.
work necessarily there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was
Um,
left in my driveway. Like, this is
I want to try and look around the area, look around the scene, the vehicle, the truck, see if I can spot anything of use or importance, any information around.
Give me a I think that would be a wits and investigation, perhaps. Yeah.
Could I do something similar, like looking around and see what I see?
What are you looking for?
I want to see if there's any signs of, I don't know, if they left anything behind, if they ripped off the straps, if the box was burst. I don't know, some sort of evidence of,
Yeah,
if I can piece together what may have happened,
chains were
who may have done this,
broken.
and how it happened.
If
It looks very much like this was done extremely cleanly. You didn't even have to like do an investigation roll for this. All the straps and stuff that were holding the box down and keeping it in place are all there. Clips are all in places they were. It's like someone took their time to move the box off of here and calmly took it away.
And this is about 30 minutes
gotten any
from
messages?
Sorry?
Serenity has Serenity gotten any more messages?
From Sarah. Sarah's just like checking in. Is this package coming?
Okay, cool. That's good.
Anything specific you want me to say to her, or do you want me to just tell her, hey, thing is a problem. Package got stolen. You want me to just update
Just package isn't coming.
package
Do
isn't
not
coming.
let anybody but me in.
Don't let anybody but Ari in.
What do we do, Doc? Can we help this guy?
No.
we're going to have to put him out of his misery.
Shit.
What? You gotta do what?
Hey. It's okay. And okay, so can I just like quickly, like while he's not looking at me, like pop him to knock him out? So he doesn't feel it at least?
So he doesn't feel it? You gonna punch him? It's like,
Look, I don't have anesthesia. What do you want me to do?
It's all right.
you absolutely can punch him in the head if you want to do that.
Look, does anybody have anesthetic? No. I'm working with what I got.
Does anybody
Give
have
me-
hours?
Are we like in my building's parking lot, or is it a couple buildings away?
No, this is your building's parking lot.
Okay, that's what I thought. Text Sarah. Tell her I need this much of this much of that, and this much of this.
I text it.
Ari's setting up to give this guy a lethal injection.
So what happened
mean,
here?
either that or
who
I'm
could do
gonna
this?
have a very limp snack. One of the two.
It's true. You're the only one in this group that's not a bagger.
I'm just trying to keep this guy calm. I want to actually punch him if like there's actually a plan.
Now, here's the caveat to all of this. This parking lot has plenty of cameras.
And we are just all over them.
All around.
Okay.
Y'all do have a guy.
Oh,
Y'all do have a guy. I will just add that.
oh shit! Can I use one of my? I forgot one of my new powers.
Yes. Which power would you like to use?
I guess my Mask of Thousand Faces. Does that work on cameras or is that just visual?
Oh no, that works on cameras too. You literally change your face to look like the
Right.
most nondescript person that you could think of.
And that person's Nathaniel. I just want to look like Nathaniel.
Okay.
I'm
I
assuming
mean-
you hide behind away from the cameras, change your face, and come back.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to retcon it, but I guess that won't work. I don't know how I would do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
you're a little into this at this point.
Yeah, it might be a little too late.
Yeah.
It could be slightly different, like nondescript, but maybe like my nose gets a little bit more bell pepper or something. Like it just changes slightly, so I could be somebody else. And it's like if the cops or someone would ask me, like, "Oh, I see." I see
Yeah,
the
if they were trying to
difference.
pick you out of a lineup, you'd look like a bunch of other dudes too.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we're just waiting for Sarah to show up, and it's just
Yeah.
like, who did this? Who took Big Al? I mean, who could do something like
Okay,
this?
dude. Okay, listen. Can you describe to me what the guy looked like, just so we can make sure that he doesn't do this again?
Is it a guy? Was he? I don't know what it was.
It's okay.
It was a monster. It's a monster.
Deep breath. Okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
It tore my shirt off, and
Mm-hmm.
then I was out, and then I was back up, and I couldn't move, and then my hands. Oh God, my hands. God. God.
It's okay.
Oh
Deep
my
breath.
God. To my family.
It's gonna be okay. Shh. Deep breath. Already just try to keep this guy as calm as possible, as humanly possible. Deep breath. Deep breath. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure.
What's gonna happen to me?
We're gonna figure something out. Okay. We're gonna figure something out. Okay. We're gonna figure it out. Thankfully, we have a doctor, so she'll know how to figure something out.
I love that none of y'all are using any like your empirically coercion powers to like do anything, dude. You're just having a meltdown as his skin is attached to his
I
steering
don't
wheel and
have
shit.
any of that.
Sarah comes down. It only takes a couple minutes. She knows what you need.
Yep.
And
Alright.
it's like, here you go, Doc.
Thank you.
Holy shit, Snacks. What happened to this guy?
Real bad day.
Don't
The
rile
fuck
him
is
up.
that?
Sarah! Wait a minute. He can hear you.
I kind of like pop her under the chin, not hard, just like watch your mouth. I'll
Sorry,
explain
boss.
later.
I think I'm a puke.
You're
Valid.
gonna do that. Do it over there, please.
And she
Do
walks
that,
away. And you see her get to the corner and just,
Okay. I'm just holding him, and I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay.
And I will walk up with my little syringe, and
what are you doing with that? What are you doing?
It's okay. Look at me. Don't look down. She's just gonna. It's okay.
This is
Okay.
going to hurt.
Ah.
You can be awake for it, or you can be asleep for it. Your choice.
Sleep?
That's what I figured. Okay? Now, before I put you to sleep, I need you to tell me everything that you can remember. You said a car swerved. What did the car look like? And I will use my dominate to basically just like force him to word vomit.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm just holding him, and I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay.
What are you doing with that? What are you doing?
It's okay.
Vomit.
It's okay.
tell you everything he knows. So he goes, it was a black car. 2 people jumped out. They looked like characters in the Matrix. Like, but they're really tall. And I asked what's going on, and then I was out, and then I was back in it, and my shirt was being ripped off, and this tall looking lady, maybe, I don't know, was touching me, and she said I was gonna be her masterpiece, I think. And then I was back out again, and then when I got back awake, I was in this garage and I couldn't move.
Okay. And that didn't happen in the garage.
No,
Where did that happen?
I don't know. It was dark.
Were you still driving here? Or
No, I was driving, but then I wasn't in the place where they stopped me. I was at a light.
okay. And then they brought you over here. And you said there was 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And does a woman, like, I mean, I'm sure I've seen a few people wandering around. Do any of them work in pairs, basically?
You have an idea that this might be this might be the primary person you've seen do flesh crafting.
Okay. Now, is Serenity still nearby? Are you still in the cab?
I'm right with you.
So it's not just me who has all of this, because my brain is going 800 miles an hour right now. Okay, this is going to hurt, but it'll be all right. Okay, and I go ahead and inject the, and it is just to knock him out. I know it burns. I know it burns. I know it burns. I know it burns.
It's okay. It's
Go to
okay.
sleep.
It's okay.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Then his head just moves forward and he's out.
Dope. I can't disconnect this guy. He's dead.
Oh yeah.
Right.
You cannot take him away from this. Like to get him off of here, you basically have to take the steering wheel off and pull this chair.
Yeah. I would have to
You
like
want me to
lop him off at the elbows and then skin him. Which, I mean, I could.
But that wouldn't be
But
Not
I would
helpful.
imagine.
Especially
And
not
on camera.
here.
And on camera.
and not.
I mean, we just have to figure out who the hell did this. Where the hell is Big Al?
The baby.
It was the cat. It was the cat.
It's always the cat.
Anyway, look. Do you want to kill this guy now so he's out of his misery?
I mean, I can.
Yes. Do it.
We should.
Yeah.
Oh.
I eat him, but okay.
Drain him dry.
I mean, yeah.
All right, you're no longer hungry at all.
Woohoo! Ugh, morphine is disgusting, y'all.
Yeah, you are a little bit high though.
Oh boy. Okay, so any ideas on who could do that?
Yep.
Who?
Don't know their name.
But do you know where to find them?
His description made sense to you.
I mean, I gotta guess. We should probably clean this up before.
Yeah, Oscar, how
It's
good
too
are
late.
you at deleting
Early.
camera
Late.
stuff?
Early.
I'll be able to take care of that.
Thank you.
Oscar, this is
question.
definitely within your realms of just looping the video before this truck gets in here and before you all come here for sure.
Can I go into this dude's pocket, take a cell phone, and use that?
Oh
to
yeah.
do what I need to do?
maybe not the looping the video and stuff, but you can definitely get all this contacts deleted. You can basically make this person disappear.
I have a very nice computer upstairs if you want. I can't use it, but it's real nice.
Yeah, you need a real computer to do your hefty work here, or at least a secure phone to remote access, because you do not want to use it with Rando's phone, even if you're going to make.
We should probably get this chair out of here, though, and this dude and the steering wheel. Maybe, the steering wheel, because
And
it's got a
also,
hand.
What do we
to
do with them?
It'd also be great to see the old footage. So if you can pull that stuff up, maybe we could see how he got here, what happened here.
I'll take care of that.
I mean,
That's
we
not
can
gonna be
make
a
it
problem.
look like the truck was rolled. That's probably the easiest thing to do.
Does
But
my guy
rolled with-
know? My guy at the docks knows that I'm kindred and all that kind of crap.
No,
I think he just knows you're shady as fuck.
just knows you got connects and you have money.
That's it. He's human. He's not.
Sarah looks at the body and she goes, you got to burn that. You got to burn all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's do it quick.
All right, let's
We're
rip
far
him
away.
out and throw him in the car. Fuck it.
I
You
don't
guys
think
take care of that.
I don't think a truck is gonna fit in the car. Truck seat car.
No, rip the dude out.
Well, we got the steering wheel. Got his hands.
Look,
They literally
Mari's
got
a
this.
little wild right now.
Look.
I just assumed that someone here could just rip that steering wheel right off.
Why don't
we have a car that has a ripped steering wheel.
Why don't we call not Anita? She gave us
Okay.
the number. The cleanup guys. From when the shop got all janky.
That was Anita.
No, but she
No.
gave us the number, or the dude gave us the number.
The
dude
yeah,
gave us
y'all
the
got
number.
y'all got the cleanup.
We got the cleanup crew number.
Yeah, okay, we call the cleanup crew.
Well, I'll copy the
How am
contacts.
I on drugs and I still think it's straighter than all of you?
I'm not straight. What do you want from me?
I passed Delroy dude's phone. I was like, if you need to make with that phone call, here, use this. But I need access to this computer before someone gets to look
Jesus.
at what the hell happened.
Yep.
Go,
Sarah,
go.
So I'll take him up.
Thank you,
that's,
dear.
That's gross. I don't want to see it anymore.
I
You
might
don't
not,
have to see it. You're good. Sorry if I got weird.
if it's okay, I might also need a crash here.
that's fine. There's space.
All right, Sarah.
Yeah, I guess I'll call the cleanup crew. I forget their names, but I'll call them and tell them maybe just take the whole fucking truck.
Yeah, hello, senor.
Hey man, I need a truck cleaned up down at the university over here.
And we need an incinerator. Don't forget the incinerator.
Yeah, you might need some incinerating.
Oh, that sounds dangerous. This is extra public. We clean up things, but not cameras.
I've got the cameras taken care of. They will be taken care of.
Can I
Wiped
get
clean.
a 100% guarantee?
You can get a 99.9% guarantee. And I'm not lying to you because I respect you that much.
This is double charge.
¿Cuánto quieres?
Yeah, how
Okay.
much does... Yeah, fine.
We just need the help, yo. I was so
Uh,
ready to have that conversation fully in Spanish just to mess with Prince.
I'd have just been like, Google Translate, please help.
Save me!
Need that real-time AI translation.
Can you write this down for me?
Jarvis, translate this, please.
Oh God, Jarvis.
And they're on their way. This is not cheap. This is gonna run you about $8,000.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure Delray has it.
I mean,
I
we
guess
could
so.
take
I mean-
we could take the grand out of dude's pocket. He ain't gonna need it.
This is true.
7
You
grand.
can take
7
that
grand.
$1,000 back.
I will do that. Because I don't imagine that I'm walking around with that money on me now, so I gotta tell these guys I gotta pay them
I mean, they
Because I
are
don't
a
have it on me.
functional business. I am sure you can Venmo them.
Not for this kind of
Grand
stuff.
No. This is all
like-
cash, baby.
It's a cash business.
Anyone got
Or
it?
at least Bitcoin. Come on now.
Venmo.
Well, if anything, I'll probably just drive back with them to the spot. To the boat. Do I have time to drive back with them to the bodega?
I mean, if you let them, if you stay here for the whole cleaning process, then yeah.
Because I gotta pay them, so I know I got money back at the bodega, so I might have to do that.
The cleaning process is going to take a while, though.
Oh, they move pretty quickly.
They don't fuck around.
They're good.
I'd imagine you gave them all the details, like you're going to need another steering wheel and a car seat. Because you're not getting out of here with the steering wheel on the seat that's in this truck right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll say just like, I gotta go back with them to the bodega because I've got to pay them.
Okay.
I want to see the footage. I want to see if there's anything, find out if there's anything interesting on that footage.
Cool.
And I guess we know what we're doing tomorrow night. We gotta find Big Al.
Yep.
Oscar, there's something odd that you come across when you're going through this footage and you get up to the computer. It's gone already. All of it.
Who could?
You see where the truck stops at a stoplight, and then when it's supposed to go again, it's just gone. Like going toward, like you see it take off to go towards the next light, and then it's not there anymore, and it doesn't appear on any cameras going forward. Also, the cameras right now in the garage are looping.
Already looped.
Already looped.
Well, this isn't good.
They cleaned up after themselves, didn't they?
They got their own cleanup crew.
Right.
Now we have no idea who we're looking for. Or who has Al.
Which we got to explain to you why that was the whole thing, in, don't we? Did you
I
get?
guess so. I mean, now that
You're in on
we're
that.
all shoulder deep in this shit.
Yep. So at least at this point, you at least deserve to know. Long story short, Al was having some trouble with stuff. With his powers, he's new kindred, still figuring shit out. He got scared, staked himself, and we were like, well, we're gonna just put him at Ari. We're just gonna put him somewhere else for a little bit, let him give him time, whatever. Somebody stole him.
And here we are.
Yep.
He's going to turn up, but he's not going to turn up the way we want to find him.
Exactly. Which is why we want to find him first.
Exactly. I'm not sure who you all could go ahead and reach out to, but we got to figure out something quick. Because if not, I don't want to be in that chair next time. Also, who the hell was in that Bentley? What the hell was that all about?
Do I? They know where we are.
This night just keeps getting better and better.
Welcome to South.
Ari?
Aren't you so happy you came to
Ari.
join the crew?
Ari, are you high?
I'm glad I joined the crew.
You really should stay away from drugs, you know.
This
We
is
talked
just
about this before.
absolutely what I wanted.
This is one of the specifics we talked about. So drink
Just
from
not sure
those
how
who are
you all deal
already
with
on
this.
things that this would be a problem.
I'm gonna end up with a morphine headache. You know how annoying it is to be a fucking vampire and still get a fucking headache? This is the worst.
Ari, you need to go upstairs.
All of you and all of your times of kindreds, of being kindred, you've never had a headache.
I'm gonna get a goddamn morphine headache. I hate everything right now.
That's what you're going to blame it on. You're not going to tell them about me, are you?
You've
You
always been a headache.
child.
Okay, she's talking to people
You
that are
can't
upstairs.
escape me no matter what you do.
Probably
But
the drugs.
I'm so
It's probably
incredibly
the
helpful.
drugs.
You will not regret leaving me around.
All right. Get her up. It's getting late anyway.
Yeah,
no,
come
it's
on, let's
Or
get upstairs.
early.
Let's get upstairs. Upstairs, everybody.
Delroy, you coming or you heading back?
Oh, I thought I was already going back with those people.
Okay.
Cleaning crew.
I wasn't
I
sure.
thought
Yeah, he has to go pay him. So
Makes
I was
sense.
confused. I thought you guys were already at your place looking at the footage on the computer.
well, we were. Well, in bed, everybody. Come on, it's late.
Serenity, you get another message. I know you're mad. I know.
I text back. Long day. We'll explain. Long day. Sorry, couldn't get back.
Got a lot to talk about.
We do. But shit. So give me like a little bit.
Don't keep me waiting.
Gotcha. And
Don't keep me waiting. I don't know what's that was in the letter, so it's fine. that's Liz. Don't keep me waiting, bitch. You disappeared for 3 months,
Yeah. New phone. Who this?
right?
I have a question. How many barons are there in like Philly proper?
There's
Three.
only 3 that you know of.
That's me, Anita, and Gangrel.
Genghis.
Yep. Yeah, and Genghis.
Genghis.
Yes.
Gangrel's a clan.
Oh,
You're
what?
close. It's fine.
Gangrel's in the
Clan.
clan? Oh, a clan.
One of
I
these
wanna-
days. One of these days.
Whoa. I'm not scared of you. I took on a Mumu Gugu. I'm not even scared of anybody. I want to
You should be
see.
scared. Trust me, you should be scared. Anyway, we get upstairs and we go to sleep.
Delroy's curious about Sandra saying that other people had taken the offer. And I think he wants to talk to... Just mulling it over in his mind, he's not sold on taking it. And the only other Baron that he kind of feels like he can trust is probably Anita. So I think he would send out a text to her, like, seeing if she can talk the next night. And he wants to see if she has received the offer, or he wants to feel her out and see where she's at and talk to her about it.
So you're
he
just
wants to
gonna
send a text.
just send her a text, say, can we meet? Or
Yeah, because I know it's late, so I'm just going to send her a text like, "Are you free tomorrow night? You know, I want to meet you early to chat about something."
yeah, absolutely. Come to me or come to you.
I'll go to her. I'll meet her at the bar.
The one that Joe went to in South Philly is no longer their spot.
No, gentrification just kills all the cool spots. That you know, what I mean, how long has that bar been there? 100
Well, no,
years?
it's not gentrification in this case. It's COVID-19.
Apartment closed. They're probably hiding up in West Philly. You'd have to go to West Philly.
Correct.
I would. How far is? Well, I guess it's to the west. I would
Yeah.
take a field trip.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious.
All right.
So tell her I'll take a field trip, I guess, to wherever she says out in West
All right.
Philly.
Meet her at their place. Okay. Cool. So that's the plan for that. Any other movements for this evening for you all?
Besides paying
Anybody?
these dudes to 8 Gs.
Sure. And you stayed down there and watched them go to work, did you?
Mm-hmm.
So Delroy, you got to see some gruesome shit, but they're incredibly efficient. So you see a couple guys take this body, flip the chair around, they disconnect the steering wheel, they literally skin off his back off this chair, peel him off, and they burn him, and then they burn the chair separately. They put a new seat in the car. They clean up all the blood that comes out of there. They literally hose down the parking lot area. They hose down the car. They clean off all the fingerprints. It is incredible how good they are at this.
I don't like this.
And I guess that truck needs to get back to that dude. If they do all that kind of stuff, I want to have them maybe deliver the truck back to the docks to Homeboy.
Then that's what they'll do.
And I'll have to deal with him tomorrow night as well. Because he has a driver that's just gone now.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Before the night's over? Delroy makes it back to the bodega, sends a message off to Anita. All right, where do you place the people who stay in your place? Did they sleep on like hospital beds in your surgery center?
No. I would imagine since I probably do have like an actual spare room in, again, knowing that I've got friends who may need a place to crash, I probably have a suitable room.
Okay.
It's not, there's probably a bed and a trundle bed, so it's not the comfiest, but it's suitable for the evening, the morning, whatever.
Cool. So that's where Oscar and Serenity stay. And the evening comes.
One more thing, sorry.
Yeah, please.
Do I notice anything about my place, given that I had a fresh delivery on my doorstep?
Oh, I'm sorry. One thing that was missing that I missed here, and this is an apology of me. When they tear this man from the seat, he doesn't bleed, really, because he doesn't have any blood left to bleed. But, Delroy, since you're still there with them, you see there is something behind him.
What is it? Like in back of the seat.
In the back of the seat, there's an envelope.
Yeah, I'm sure one of the dudes hands it to me and I'll examine it, open it.
And when you open it, it says in beautiful handwriting, like almost like calligraphy, it says, I know you've been watching. You could just ask.
Oh no, my cover's blown.
That's all the note says.
Okay, I'll pocket it. Something to deal with. I know you've been watching. You could just ask. All right. I guess that's a pretty eventful night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asleep.
I say.
Indeed. And in the morning, dawn comes. The city is cold. Unfortunately, another death is not that surprising to Philly. Someone missing, can't find a body. Sort of is what it is. Life goes on for many of the other folks. Days like any other. Dawn comes, people go to work. They come back out. They complain. They live regular lives, never knowing exactly what's happening. Literally in their neighborhoods, their backyards, their alleyways, the dangers that lurk on any given night. The dangers that lurk in their very parking lots of their apartment buildings. How close death is to everyone's door, literally and figuratively. And you all awake. And I need you all to give me a rouse check. We're closing in on the end of this, but there's another
Oh no.
scene.
Okay, I passed. I'm still only at 2. Okay.
Ari gets hungry.
Yep.
But hey, all right, you're just at 1 hunger. It's not that bad for you.
No.
It's a good day, all things considered.
A little bit of a headache.
Oscar's pretty hungry.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
Oscar could eat. So there's a few things that happen. Delroy, you're going to meet Anita, and we're gonna get you to that scene because I assume that's what you're doing, like first thing when you get up.
Yeah, I think I might like. No, that'll be the first thing I do. Yeah.
Okay. Serenity. You have several messages.
Oh boy. I look.
One is from Sarah. Sarah goes and says, "Boss, I think I have a stalker."
Well, they're at the house with me?
Sarah stays there. I didn't know she stayed there.
Oh no, that's true. You're right. Go on. My bad.
Because I didn't know she was watching your place while you slept. I didn't know the logistics of this because she's up all night already.
Yeah, no, she has to sleep. She has to
Right.
sleep.
And she says, when I got up, I was being tailed by a black car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared, but I don't know who they are.
I relay all this to Ari.
Serenity, you also have another message.
Oh boy.
This one is from Sierra. When can I see you?
This one.
And then you have another message.
Okay.
It's from Anita.
Okay.
And it says, South Philly is in grave danger. I'm going to talk to Delroy. You all shouldn't go back there.
Okay. I relay all the information to Ari from Sarah, and I also about the other 2 messages, specifically the Anita one. I tell Sierra, hopefully in like tomorrow night. Again, she's figuring some shit out. I will see you as soon as I can. And then I will text Anita, copy that, and then.
Oscar?
Yes.
When do you get up? Like, do you get up and go straight to computer? Like, what's your plan here? I just want to know a few details because you're in someone else's apartment. I'm just trying to get some logistics here.
I'm probably gonna try and get on the computer again and see if I could canvas wider on the cameras, maybe another block or 2 out.
Mm-hmm.
See how thorough this wipe was. If it was just immediate vicinity, or if they got everything in a wider area as well. Maybe I could pick up a spot of a crate or something a bit further out from the garage.
Back to you on that. Ari,
Yes.
you're used to waking up to messages being slid under your door, and today is a day like any other, and there is a message under your door.
Mm. Grab it, pop it open.
And it says, "My dearest Lasombra, I appreciate what you have done, taking care of my child. Please do not put them in any danger. And don't listen to the voices."
Do I recognize the handwriting at all?
You have no fucking idea who this is.
Don't.
Oh, great.
Or my child. Oh.
You need to be more specific with the name.
It is signed A.
Okay. And don't listen to the voices. Well, fuck, I knew that already. I didn't listen to him when he was alive either. Like, not like loudly to the air, but definitely to the air.
Hey, Ari, we got problems.
And it's like, and you hear Brayden in your head. How dare they? They don't know me.
No, pretty much everybody who's ever spoken of you has said you're an ass. So, do I have to speak out loud for him to hear me, or can I just think it? Because that'll make me look a lot less crazy.
You don't know.
I'm going to start testing that.
Anyway, Ari, we got problems.
Yes, we do. I need a snack because I have a headache.
I'll take a snack too because I don't like to be very hungry.
Hey, Stray, you want a snack?
You,
Hey, if you're feeding the stray, I'll just come right back.
Oh, well. If you're still around after last night, then perhaps you deserve a snack. I'll go and I'll heat up some snacks.
Oscar, you see this note. You know this handwriting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you acknowledge it?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
So I tell them about Sarah. Sarah's being followed. She doesn't know who. She's not scared, but it's a black Bentley. She said.
No, this is
Different
not a
car.
Bentley. It's different.
I am terrible with car names, so I apologize if I get that.
Just a black car.
Just a
That's
black
all
car.
you got was a black car.
Black car. Tail and Sarah. There's that. Anita says stay out of South Philly. Grave danger there. Which I have a feeling we already know about that one, but I'd like to take her advice on that. For now. And less importantly, Sarah texted and demanding my attention, but I am trying to stave her off as long as possible so we can take care of our shit.
Yeah, unless I hand out drinks.
Thank you.
Unless she has some vital information or big weaponry. With all due respect,
Yeah.
she can kick rocks.
That's fair. Considering.
Given everything going on. Is Delroy here? Delroy's not here. I don't want to tell this story twice.
Do we need to go get Delroy?
We're
Go to
about to
Anita's.
cut to Delroy here shortly.
You want to go to Anita's and meet him there?
Is that where he's going?
That's where he's going.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm just going to be a little bit. I just want to take a quick.
Yeah, do your thing. I need a shower.
All
You go
right.
for it.
I don't know if you guys would necessarily know that Delroy is going to Anita's.
Well, Anita
No.
said they're. Oh, she said that she's meeting Delroy. She didn't say where. Okay, my bad.
She talked to you, yeah.
So we should stay put then.
So that was a text he made on the way home or something.
I'm still taking a shower.
Right. We're gonna stay put then. We're not gonna go anywhere because I retract that information. They're meeting. That's all I know.
Okay. So, Delroy, I need to
That's
send you a
me.
message to the place that you need to be. No big deal. And she gets there, and it's just an apartment, small place, South Philly, not South Philly, West Philly. This is like a 3-story sort of building that is wide, so it's got apartments on both sides up the stairs. So you go up the stairs, and you knock. She comes to the door, and for a kindred, Anita looks tired. Says, "Come in. Do you need to eat? Are you good? Like, how you doing, Delroy?"
I'm not hungry. Thanks, Nita. I'm just I just need to talk some things out, and see where you're at. Maybe figure out where the hell I'm at.
What is this about? Like, what do you need?
I have that feeling again where I feel like a wave is rising. It's going to crash on me at any point. I can see the crest of it in the distance coming my way. And so far, it's bringing a lot of troubles. The main one that brought me here is the Second Inquisition. They reached out to me. I wanted to see if they had reached out to you as well.
What?
Yeah.
What the hell do you mean reached out to you?
They made me a very weird offer, and they implied that other people in the city, other kindred in the city, have been taking their offer.
In the city? Who else would take? No way Genghis agreed to that. And I sure shit didn't.
Well, I don't know who else it could be, but I figured I'd come to you just to see where you were at and to give you a heads up.
You think I would work with the Second Inquisition?
I don't think you would work with the Second
What?
Inquisition, but I want to see where you were at. Maybe you gave them a straight no. Maybe you said, I'll think about it. I don't know.
I haven't even talked to the Second Inquisition. How did you talk to someone from the Second Inquisition? And how are you still here? Are they following you?
No. Are they following me? I didn't even think to check.
Like kill you one of these days.
As far as I know, they've got their eyes on the city. They know who the barons are. They're following people around the city. They've got eyes. But they're coming with this weird tactic of, we want you to be involved in a peaceful transition or eradication of your kind. It's a new tactic, which makes it more scary, in my opinion. Scarier, in my opinion.
At this point, that might be better for you. Delroy, have you heard?
Probably not.
He sent a harpy. There's a new prince.
Uh-huh.
And that's where we'll end our session.
Ooh.
Now I'm curious who this new prince is. Fuck.
Ooh.
You have to end it on a cliffhanger. Damn it.
I wouldn't even call that a cliffhanger, perhaps. Y'all knew it was coming at some point.
Well, yeah, but I want to know who it is.
I thought it was like episode 3 or 4. I didn't know.
Thank you.
We have so many. Here we go again with the so many questions, so little answers.
A gut check.
So thank you all for coming out tonight. Hopefully that was fun. Hopefully I fed y'all with enough good things to keep people interested in what's going on. How y'all feeling after all that?
Sweet Jesus.
I just want to say one thing.
Please.
That I'm going to be, the first time I ever played this game was with you guys. last year, and I just wasn't used to every character just trying to get theirs and don't give a damn about you all the time. And when we finally met Anita, it was like very refreshing to meet someone who's just like, just come kick it at the bar. Like, we're gonna chill. And I hope that never ends. Like, if we lose Anita, I just want you to know that it would shatter me more than if you killed Delroy.
Anita's like our pinnacle of sanity at the moment. We kind of need her.
Y'all haven't seen the angry part of Anita yet.
That's fine. I'm just throwing that out there.
But I have a feeling Delroy might saying he's hanging out with the Second Inquisition.
Yeah, you saw some sobriety come to her. Like, that grief that she's been dealing with from losing her partner, that went away for a little bit when she heard that you were dealing with the Second Inquisition.
She's just like, I'm sorry, what?
What kind of stupid shit did you just say?
We might have to chip Delroy.
I just think that Delroy thinks that she's one of those people that he can just straight up talk to.
This is true.
It's just supposed to be like, look, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. You know, not beat around the bush and in the way that Kindred like to talk and like, well, maybe I'll tell you. Like that's not Delroy's style. Like, this was happening. Boom, bow.
Oh man. Wait till y'all find out about the prince.
I'm so scared who that is. I
want to find out about Ari. Ari's scaring me right now.
That too. And I don't even want to know about
Ari's
Sierra.
scaring me right now.
Wait, Jesus, Sierra needs to hold on for a second. Just give me a second.
Well, I'm sure Sierra's... If there's a new prince, Sierra's probably in the mix with that.
Well, yeah. Or she is the new prince. Crack theory.
You had every opportunity to respond. And Oscar, there's some special stuff coming your way too.
Oh no, of course. Why wouldn't there be?
I am very excited to see why Oscar's sire is like, good job. I'm like, I don't know who. I took care of somebody's baby vampire. Who?
Oh.
What? Okay. Dope.
We'll have that conversation later.
Oh, you've been watching. You could just ask.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, and you have that note, Delroy. You have that note, and that has not gotten back to anybody else yet. This is a beautiful thing.
So I have a feeling this is going to be a very disaster.
Sometimes when I'm weaving my webs, I like look back at them, and then I'm like, ooh.
Oh, that's right.
I did that.
How big is the whiteboard you have right now of like all your plot hooks?
Seriously, it's hard to keep up with. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times I find myself going back to episodes and like writing shit back down because I can't take notes while I'm DMing. I'm terrible at it. So I like go back through things and I like look back at it and I'm like, okay, that there, this person's here. Okay.
I'm so scared because I think
I want to know what the fuck happened with Big Al.
that's what I want to know.
Somebody knows.
Big Al is going to be the lead head on a ball of flesh somewhere with Raka's anger fueling it. Like it's losing a goddamn mess.
Losing your luggage at the airport is annoying.
Losing a kindred?
Losing your hate-filled vampire, however, is a goddamn problem.
I will just say this. Y'all should probably not read about Torpor. You probably should read about it.
You shouldn't have said that, because now I'm immediately going to read about it.
I mean, I remember the basics. That's why I'm like, he doesn't remember shit, does he? But I can't say that in character. For sure. It's for anyone know.
There's two different things, right? You can stake someone and they're just paralyzed, or they go into torpor where they're like
unconscious and shit.
Unconscious dead.
Y'all don't know the difference.
I thought. But Ari's got about as much knowledge as Liz does on that one, so
Y'all don't know the difference?
So if here's the thing.
Wait,
if anybody was in there while Ari was talking, they're probably real pissed off at Ari right now.
Mhm.
Mm.
Just keep poking the hornet's nest.
But anyway, that was a good session.
It
Great
was
job.
very good. I want to keep
Yeah.
going so bad, but I know that's going to be.
I wanted to. There was just a few things specifically there at the end that I wanted to get done, and I didn't want to leave off the night without them. I wanted to tie some things together, and so that's why I went y'all into the next day. And I wanted to stop there, but I was like, no, there are some specific things, especially since Steroid said he wanted to meet Anita, because Anita knows. Anita does not know who the new prince is, though. She just said
Spoiler
she got
alert, man.
Well, no, I said it. I was like, she said she got visited by the harpy. I said there's a new prince.
Didn't say a name, but
Didn't say a
there was a
name.
prince.
Well, anyway, yeah.
I want to know the answers now.
I have so many things ahead for y'all. So
I have so
But-
many sights to show you.
when is the Diablerie?
I swear to God, if you guys if things get even more batshit crazy, you might drive.
They've been there and they've done that, and it might happen again. Who knows?
I
Who
hope
knows?
I mean, if I was like rolling the dice and giving myself the highest chance of success with Diablerie for the next time it will happen, I would bet on Ari. But that's just me.
That's probably wise.
Yeah.
Ari's
I
got
can't
time
guarantee
soon.
that.
Oh,
I
man.
don't get to make the choices for the characters. The characters make the choices for themselves. I'm just guessing.
I think the only thing that would stop Ari is she already has one obnoxious voice in her head, and hearing Al say that I keep hearing them, I'm like, oh fuck no, I can't have more people in here. Like, I
Well, there's
think
gotta be
Yours-
a way to do it.
Yours is certainly different.
that
like-
would be the only thing, and she wouldn't know that. She wouldn't know that it's different. She'd just be like, if it's just as obnoxious as this fucker, hell no,
Yeah,
never again.
you are officially haunted. Like, and unfortunately for you, nobody in your party is really that proficient with magic and rituals to like
Fix
help
that.
you out in it. So
Nope.
just stuck.
I mean,
Not-
that word could call the
Not
Tremere,
that
but
I've told them.
That too.
Yeah, I want to find out more about my wards on the bodega too. So I must have some connects.
Oh yeah,
We'll know more
I
about
even
this.
have a Tremere in mind that you're going to get to meet, but things are complicated.
I understand.
Things are complicated. But yes, thank you all. Obviously, this is a fun session to run. I had a lot of fun. I hope y'all did too. I hope everybody who was watching enjoyed that. So as we go out, we will let people give them their outros and then go rate someone. So let's start with our Ravnos.
How we doing all? Lonzo Gonzo here. You could find me on Twitter at LonzoGonzo1. You can also find me on Twitch at LonzoGonzo_. Tomorrow I will be streaming. I normally don't stream on Sundays, but I will be streaming with Calamity Darling. We're doing Dead by Daylight. And then you can just follow my schedule on my Twitch channel. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Arcadith Baron.
I'm Mikey Mike. You can find me somewhere, and if my life is together, I'm gonna finally like ovary up and do my solo RPG play. I'm gonna do the Iron Sworn Starforge sci-fi playtest that is happening. If I get my OBS and stuff working by Monday, I might do it Monday. If not, I might do it Thursday. But I haven't talked to the gang about it. But I just want to just jump in and just do it already.
Surprise.
So, anyway, you can just find me anywhere here that is rolling these 20s.
Arla Sombra, Mad Scientist.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Liz. I'm Fuzzy Slippers 05, wherever you want to try and find me. I don't stream on my own, though I might eventually.
Excuse the language. I should probably not use mad. But wild and experimental devious
The
doctor.
chaotic curious La Sombra.
Chaotic curious, perfect.
I like that.
We should put that on a shirt.
Chaotic curious.
Yeah.
But if you guys ever if we ever play in other game, well, we're gonna play in other games, but
I was we play another game on Wednesday.
We're playing another game on Wednesday. Shut up, Brain. That is tends to be the theme that runs through my character.
Fair.
Yeah.
Not always this brazen, but that does tend to be the theme.
Our soft-hearted Bruja.
Hi, I'm Ivy. You can find me at IvyM2757 on Twitter and IvyM57 on TikTok. You will you'll probably find just a lot of my cosplay on there and current Ko-fi stuff because I'm trying to get a medieval dress. So it's all on the TikTok. If you just go to my TikTok, I don't have the link for it right now. But
Links in chat.
Mm-hmm.
right, I mean, I know, but I mean link for the Ko-fi thing. Yeah, you get what I mean. Go to my TikTok to find my Ko-fi.
And then I guess that leaves me. I am Prince, aka Doubles and Dice, and that's where you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all the things. YouTube,
All the things.
All the things. You look up Dimples and Dice, you'll find me. Tomorrow I'll be back here or back on Twitch on my channel. Twitch.tv/Dimples and Dice, doing a continuation of our Acquisitions Inc. D&D campaign, which is chaos personified. Honestly, it is wild, and they are now
catch that live.
Arriving at a lighthouse, and they watch giant octopuses eat people, and then our druid turns into a giant octopus, and it fought another giant octopus, and there was an octopus slap fight. Literally happened in our session. So that's the kind of things you can look forward to. And there's going to be some wild magic coming up soon. And maybe some interplanar travel. This is the kind of game I run with the players I run. But outside of that, I am here on my Twitch channel, 11 to somewhere between 2 and 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Generally, I'm doing Hades, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then Friday, I do a casual game of some sort or whatever random game suits my fancy. So, yeah, that's where you can find me. And expect that I'll probably have some rando stream with my wife here soon. And, of course, we will be back. The Rolling These 20s crew will be back on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. with our D&D campaign, Stories of Surrect, hosted and DM'd by our wonderful DM, Liz.
Yeah, you guys got to come up with a name if you're entering this
which we can do
contest.
Stream as we're talking.
We really do need to do that.
You do.
Yeah.
I like
I still got time tonight, but
I like Mikey Mike's version of the Methuselah. Like that could be a nice
Magoo.
Moo Goo Goo? Moo Goo Goo.
it will stab you.
That's the name of it's D&D. It's a different thing.
I can't imagine that
No.
it would not be funny to hear Matrix say moo moo goo goo. We are moo moo goo goo.
There's only one way to find out.
I will stab someone. I'm not kidding.
That'd be amazing.
All right. Well, thank y'all very
lose my
much.
shit.
Let's go do Radies. Let's see.
I think Persephone is still streaming.
Got Persephone.
Sephiroth still is. Rita
Oh, I know they were.
still streaming. Michael Kritz, Vancouver.
Well, that's the thing. Vancouver usually ends not long after us.
Blue Overlord is still streaming too.
Maybe we'll raid Vancouver and then they'll bring the raid over to Overlord because I talked to Steve. I know that's their deal. So yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Unless y'all have any oppositions, I am open to other suggestions.
Go for it.
All right. Well, in that case, we're gonna call it. Bid you all adieu. Thank y'all so very much, and we will see y'all on Wednesday. And for our family, see y'all next week.
And they still see us.
I'm doing
don't
no.
think
They
so.
can't see us. I'm hitting the raid button
Oh.
now.
They're saying that Vancouver's wrapping up.
Oh, then cancel that, and we'll go to Overlord. Oops. Hitting the button. There we go. Now we're doing it. So we just go from vampire to vampire. Y'all know what we're doing. We're showing love to the rest of the vamp. Good night. We out. There we go.
Yep.